Courage and honour, we march for Macragge, and we shall know no fear. Welcome one and all to this special battle report. We are back at the SSWG Southend-on-Sea Wargames Club, and we are filming battle reports once again on the JB Wargamer 87 YouTube channel. And it is the Ultramarines debuting on the channel for the first time in the battle report against its classic enemy, the Necrons. In this mission, it will be playing Strike Force 2000 points, and it is Scorched Earth. The Ultramarines have come to this sector, and there is vital intelligence that is stored in this intel here, and this sector needs to be purged from the Xenos. So it's going to be an interesting game. We are really excited for this game. I've been waiting for months for this grand moment, and the Ultramarines have been doing their drills and as well as the Imperial Guard, but now it is the turn of the Ultramarines Patreons to debut on the channel. So what we're going to do now is we're going to check out the forces that will be engaged in this classic confrontation. Right, this is my 2000 points of Ultramarines at exactly 2k on the nose, and it is 100 power level, but we will be using the match play rules for the purposes of the mission. So starting with the Warlord himself, a new patron is debuting on the channel, Dean Lighton. Dean Lighton, many thanks for your support on the channel, and thank you so much for your patience as well. This must be an important moment for your contribution towards the channel. So, Dean Lighton, his Warlord trait, he has got the Ultramarines Adeptus the Codex Stratagem, and he has the relic, the Sanctic Halo. So he has that ability. And then at long last, the first Patreon himself, Marcus Fraze, his request, he has got the Indomitus Lieutenant with the Volkite Pistol and Storm Shield, and he's also got a Power Sword as well. I've spent a command point to give him the Hero of the Chapter, so it's an additional Warlord trait, and his additional Warlord trait, he has the Storm of Fire ability. So that means on wound rolls of a 6 for units within 6 inches of this model, gets a further AP -1 to their saving throws against enemies. And then we have a new patron, Darren Gardner. Now he is going to be represented as a classic Space Marine chaplain, and he has of course the Litany of Hate, Litany of Battle special ability, and I've chosen the Recitation of Focus, and that's +1 to hit rolls for shooting. And then I have a company champion. He's equipped with a combat shield and a power sword, and it's actually master crafted as well, so that would be a 2 damage power sword. And then we have the Primaris Ancient there as bulk standard, so boosting the morale of my fellow battle brothers and that kind of thing. And then we've got the fast attack. We've got a unit of 6 Inceptors, all equipped with the assault bolters. And then I have the classic Predator Annihilator, equipped with the twin Lascannon, sponson Lascannons, and I paid the points to give him a Hunter Killer Missile, of which Hunter Killer Missiles now have significantly improved, and the caliber of the weapon has increased. It used to be strength 8, now it is strength 10, AP-2, and D6 damage. So it's really, really good. And then of course we have the Redemptor Dreadnought. He has got the Macroplasma Incinerator, and then he's got Onslaught Gatling Cannon and the Icarus Rocket Pod. And I've yet to put the Storm Bolters on. I'll do that in just a sec, off camera. So he has got Storm Bolters on his weapon. That's of course is fully magnetized and customized as well. Now I have a full unit of 10 Hell Blasters. So all of them are equipped with the plasma weaponry there. And we've also got, yes, now this is very, very special. As Dean is a very grateful supporter on the channel, he unlocks his own customized Intercessor squad. So the names of this squad are as follows. Sergeant Knight leads the squad, followed by Brother Cyrus, and then Brother Samuel, Brother Sharp, and then Specialist Battle Brother Archer, and then we've got Brother Quintus, Brother Felix, Brother Rufus, Brother Valian, and Brother Damocles. Specialist Brother Damocles. So these are all named characters that of his request. So thank you, Dean, once again for that. It really makes the games really, really interesting. And furthermore, more survivability, honour, and banter, and glory for the chapter and for the channel. So thank you very much for your support there. And of course, how could I forget the classic Space Marines themselves, the Firstborn. So we have now, they've significantly improved as well, now that the classic Space Marines have got 2 wounds each, so I thought I'll give them a try on the channel for the first time. So the Sergeant is equipped with a plasma pistol, and he's also got a chainsword. And also another Battle Brother, Specialist Battle Brother, he is equipped with the Flamer. And also another Specialist Battle Brother, he's equipped with a Grav Cannon now. So I'm going to try that out as well. And the rest of the Battle Brothers within this squad, of squad number 6, are equipped with bolt guns. Then squad number 5, the Sergeant is equipped with a Power Sword, and exactly the same combination as the previous. So there you go. We're going to talk about the objectives and secondary objectives after we've looked at Phil Marshall's Necrons, and we're really looking forward to this classic clash of the factions here. And of course, I must do my chant again as a fellow Ultramarine fan. Courage and honour, we march for McCrack, and we shall know no fear. So that's the chant over. Let's take a look at the Necrons. Before we look at Phil's list, I just wanted to say a big thank you to all the patrons for both factions, the Ultramarines and the Cadians, and I will shout out the Cadian names as well. So I'd like to thank Maxfield Knuckles, Devin Matthews, Taylor Griselli, Zach Butler, Charles Cranford, Luke Schringel, George Whitehall, Ray Cross, Winston Adkins, Patrick Darling, Drew Gomez, Marshall Cummings, Rowan Douglas, Donald Hammer, Connor Murdoch, Peter Nastro, and Jesse Patton. And for all those that are supporting me on tier 1 level, I'd like to thank you all for your very kind and very generous contribution to the Patreon page during this very difficult time of lockdown. And we are so grateful that we are back filming battle reports once again on the YouTube channel. And I'd like to thank also all the sponsors of this channel as well. I'd like to thank James Ortero from Siege Studios for sponsoring this channel as well. And also to the other sponsors, the Magnet Baron, Gammat.eu, Gamingfigures.com, and Madgamingterrain as well. So I'd like to thank you all for your continuous support on the channel, and as well as those on the Plus channel for Luke as well. So thank you very much for your support there. So what we're going to do is going to go straight on to looking at Phil Marshall's list. Right, this is Phil Marshall's 2,000 points of Necrons. So a special thank you to Phil Marshall for coming onto the channel. Now he was featured on our X-Wing battle reports from the past, so if you want to check out that playlist on YouTube, it is still on there now. So we did some classic games of X-Wing, but this is Warhammer 40K, and this is the first time we've done a 40K match play game on my channel. So it's going to be a debut, well, sort of debut, of how we're going to do this game. So Phil Marshall is going to show you his 2,000 points of Necrons.
Right, okay, so this is my 2,000 points of Necron army. It's what I painted during the second lockdown. Mostly they're the new models. There's a few old models in there, but they're all pretty much new. I'm using the custom faction, and I call it the Tyrek faction. It's two patrol detachments, so it's a double patrol with 4 HQ choices. At the back there we've got Illuminos Eris.
Yep, that's him. Very nice. Oh, he doesn't look too well, that poor chap down there. I mean, his brain's sucked, it looks like, and the rest.
Next to him, in the Catawim command barge, is the Warlord. Yep. Now, there's no name. This is a brand new army, so there's no name for the Warlord. But I'll be interested to get any comments, any cool names that you guys out there can think of. Please put in the comments below. Yeah, leave your comments below as to what you'll give his name to. And furthermore, another thing I've got to mention about the Ultramarines. Try not to be biased or anything like that before game. If you think any of my battle brothers deserve a medal for their action, remember, leave a comment, and the High Command will see if that is so. So carry on, Phil. Yeah, so he's in the Catawim command barge. He's got the Gauss cannon, Void Blade, and standard Resurrection Orb. He's got the Relic, which is the Veil of Darkness, and his Warlord trait is Enduring Will.
Nice.
In front of him is the Royal Warden. He's another HQ choice, just a standard Royal Warden. Again, he hasn't got a name, so interested for a name for him.
Anonymous.
And then the final HQ choice is the Overlord. Again, he needs a name. He's got the War Scythe, he's got the Relic of the Arrow of Infinity, and I've paid 2 command points to give him Hand of the Pharaon, so that he can do My Will Be Done twice. Oh yes, let me know about it. Elite's choice are the Scorpic Destroyers, 2. There's 4 with the 2 with the Hyperphase Reef Blades and 4 of the standard. Yep. The Elite's choice is the Scorpic Destroyer, 2 of them with the Hyperphase Reef Blades, and they've got the Plasma Sight to go with them. Yeah. How could you forget that? We've also got a squad of 6 Death Marks. Oh yes, they're back, aren't they? They're a lot better than they used to be. So that's good that they're back. They're lovely models as well, so it's good to see them back. And also we've got the Hexmark Destroyer. Oh yes, debuting on the channel. Fantastic. Can't wait to take down that abomination. Fast Attack is a squad of 7 of the new Scarabs. New Scarabs, yeah. Yeah, lovely sculpts, yeah, from Games Workshop. And then Troops choices, there's 2 squads of 20 Necron Warriors. Yep. One squad's got 10 with Gauss Reapers. Yep. And the other one's got 5 with Gauss Reapers, and the other ones have got 15 the Gauss Flayers. Oh, okay. 10 Flayers in that one. Fantastic. Probably end up having 10 and 10 of each, but just the way I painted them, it ended up being like that. Yeah. And then 10 Necron Immortals. Fantastic. There's the other classic Troops choice. Yep. Is that all covered? That's it, I think. That's is that how many points is that in total? 998.
So it's
1998.
So 1998, a good year. So 1998 points. Not quite 2,000 points on the nose, but still, it looks like you outnumber me in infantry, and quite even with vehicles. Maybe technically that counts as a vehicle as well. But it's quite an even match, it looks like. So I can't wait to see the new Necrons fight in this particular mission. And
forgot to mention at the back.
Yeah, who did you mention?
Heavy support.
Oh, heavy support. Yes, I pointed at them. We forgot about them.
2 Kinetic Doomstalkers.
Doomstalkers. So they are debuting on the channel for the first time as well. So it's great stuff here.
The Custom Dynasty has got the custom traditions. One is from the Dynastic Traditions side is Superior Artisans. So each time a unit with this code is selected to shoot or fight, you can re-roll 1 wound roll when making that unit's attacks.
Okay.
And then under the Circumstances of Awakening, the second part, they've got the Healthy Paranoia, which gives them +3 inches to the range characteristics of range weapons, excluding pistols, for all the models that the code is equipped with.
Okay, right. Okay, sounds like tactics are well programmed into these cybernetic Xenos scum. So the Ultramarines have a mission to do, which is to purge all Xenos from this sector. So that's the 2,000 points of Necrons. Now we're going to go on to the scenario and deployment. So this mission is Eternal War, and the playstyle is Strike Force, and the mission is called Scorched Earth. Mission briefing. The time for a decisive strike against the foe is nigh. Key targets have been identified, and their continued existence can no longer be tolerated. Spread ruination throughout the enemy's territory and leave nothing but heaped corpses and blazing wreckage in its wake. So the mission rules is as follows. Raise objectives. Action. So 1 unit of your army can start to perform this action at the start of your movement phase. If it is within range of an objective marker that can be raised, and no enemy units excluding aircraft are within range of that objective marker, player A can only attempt to raise the objective markers labelled B, and player B can only attempt to raise the objective markers labelled A, and the action is completed at the end of your turn. If this action is successfully completed, that objective marker is raised and removed from the battlefield. So the primary objectives is as follows. So victory points are awarded for the controlling objective markers as follows. So take and hold. So it's a progressive. At the end of each player's command phase, the player whose turn it is scores 5 victory points for each of the following conditions they satisfy, for a maximum of 15 victory points. They control 1 or more objective markers. They control 2 or more objective markers. They control more objective markers than their opponent controls. This primary objective cannot be scored in the first battle round. Secondary objectives. If this mission, when the players are selecting their secondary objectives, they can, if they wish, choose for one of them to raise below. Raise. Endgame. At the end of the battle, a player scores 5 victory points if one objective marker was removed from the battlefield due to successful raise objective action performed by a unit from their army during the battle, and 15 victory points if 2 objective markers were so removed. So this is the deployment map that we have sorted out, and we are going to go straight on to deployment now. So we know the mission, and we're going to be talking about the secondary objectives after the units have been deployed. Both of the factions have been deployed, and the objectives are preset due to the mission's criteria. So we've got the first objective here, objective number 1, objective marker number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, and number 6 you can see there in the background. Now, to represent that an action is taking place, we've simplified it with a Games Workshop raise the banner objective marker there, just to clarify that an action is being triggered. So just for simplification's sake, that's what it will represent there for the purposes of actions. Now for cover, we're counting this as dense foliage for here, a little bit there, a little bit at the back there, here, and we've got here as well, and over there. Dense foliage. We've got barricades we're going to be using the rules for, and that's including there, and also the ruins as well. We're going to play these as ruins. So all the rules for these terrain features have been shown to you. So now we're going to talk about the deployment for the Ultramarines first. I have my Redemptor Dreadnought securing the right flank of my force, and I forgot to mention this in the deployment, talking about the points and that kind of thing. Now the firstborn Ultramarines have been deployed into combat squads, so the combat squad here and a combat squad there. Now combat squads are a lot better now because they're more durable, and they've got 2 wounds each now for Space Marines. So really it's a full classic 10-man squad that used to be. So 20 wounds to get through for a full-man tactical squad. So I've done that. So combat squads are a lot more durable now. So I've done that. But the Primaris Intercessors are a full 10-man squad. The reason why I haven't split them into combat squads is for the purposes of the rapid-fire stratagem, to make the most of the stratagem. So I've done that. And the Hell Blasters I've done as 2 separate units of 5. So I've got a unit of 5 here and a unit of 5 there. I have the Chaplain here, and I have the Company Champion, the Lieutenant, and the Captain himself there. And then of course we have another 2 combat squads here, Tactical Squad number 6, a squad here, and then a squad there, ready to move on to objectives. This is behind the foliage, so it is out of line of sight unless I move into the terrain there. So, but the Dreadnought is out of the terrain, so he's taken a risky move, getting ready to destroy certain units. So Phil and his deployment, he's going to explain about his deployment and where he's put his units. So Phil, what have you done, sir?
So over on this flank, we've got a Doomstalker watching over it, watching over these objectives. Hopefully going to get a shot over there at that lovely Dreadnought. Lovely. The Immortals are sitting near that objective.
Yeah.
They're going to hopefully stay there and keep that objective safe.
Yep.
Illuminosaurus here supporting them. Warlord is staying in the centre. He's able to go left or right wherever he needs to go.
Yep.
Depending on where the action is.
Yep.
Because in front of him is a row of one of the units of warriors.
Yep.
They're being supported by the Overlord.
Overlord. Lovely. Right in the middle. 2 of the warlords face to face.
Keeping an eye on everything from there. The death marks are in the high position overlooking the battlefield.
Yep, very narrative. Excellent.
The destroyers sitting there behind, in cover, ready to go when required. Hopefully, we're going to swing around that side on that flank.
Yep.
And then over on sort of in the middle toward this flank, we've got again some fast attack here. The Scarabs, they're ready to swing round if necessary. And the other unit of warriors are sitting there looking at that objective, keeping an eye on that objective in the middle, with the Doomstalker again covering that side.
Yeah, it's the clash. We have to move forward to get extra points. So there's holding objective points, and there's also purging as well. So both armies have to try and push forward as much as they can to just eliminate objectives. So it's going to be an interesting clash here as to whether we hold back or whether we be aggressive to purge the enemy's objectives on their deployment zone. So it's going to be an interesting fight indeed. So reserves, yeah, the reserves we're going to talk about now. So he's got the, what's it called?
Hexmark Destroyer.
Hexmark Destroyer. Never fought against it. And it's time to kill it, really. Anything that's Xenos technology, you must destroy. And for the Ultramarines, we have a unit of 6 Inceptors coming in from reserve. So there you go, that's the deployment. The stakes are high and battle is imminent. And battle will be imminent when I roll this Ultramarines dice. Now I will be using the Ultramarines dice because I love Ultramarines and everything has to be Ultramarines. Love them or you hate them. We're going to be rolling on the dice tray because the terrain can be a bit uneven. So here we go. The Ultramarines dice says a 5. Okay. And Phil rolls a 4. So the Ultramarines will go first. I think we need to do some damage, as much damage as we possibly can to the Necrons. So battle has started, and at long last, battle reports are being filmed. Let's go on to battle round 1 for the Ultramarine. Okay, Phil's got some trickery now on the command phase. So Phil, what have you got?
So this turn my command protocol is Protocol the Eternal Guardian.
Yeah.
Directive 1. Each time an attack is made against this unit, if it did not make a normal move, advance or fall back, this battle round the unit receives the benefit of light cover.
Excellent. So a bit of cover there, a bit of enhancement and durability to keep the Necrons alive for this turn. So we're going to go straight on to the command phase, which I've gained a command point, and we're going to go straight on to the movement phase. Nothing to report on the command phase. It is movement for the Ultramarine. Okay, the movement phase has been completed for the Ultramarines on their turn 1. So the combat squad here stood still. They're going to stay in cover for the purposes of -1 for enemy to shoot them with ranged weapons. This squad, however, has moved forward. They are visible, so they will be shot at, but it's a further -1 because of the foliage. We've counted that. And the Predator has decided to move up and engage the, what's that called again?
Doomstalker.
The Doomstalker. Okay, so we're going to go for the Doomstalker there with the Predator. It's going to unleash probably all of its firepower, and there was no point attaching the Commander next to it because of all the new rules for core units now. So that's why the Predator is separate. Next, I've moved the Intercessors forward to behind the barricade now, so they will get their +1 to their same throws. And also the Hellblasters have moved forward. The Ancient, I've actually forgot to move. Is that alright if I move him? Yes, okay, he's been very, very kind. Thank you, Phil. So the Ancient has moved forward as well. I'm going to put it here so in case any of these get hot, which I probably won't get hot there, do the rapid fire gets hot with the Hellblasters yet. Next is, of course, the Patron, Dean Lighton, Captain, aka Captain Akaran. And then we have Marcus Fraze, the Lieutenant there, and Darren Gardner, the Chaplain. He's representing the Chaplain in this game. We've got the company champion that's moved forward. The combat squad has moved forward into the barricades as well. I had to spend a command point for the Chaplain to recite the Litany of Battle. So I select a single Ultramarines unit and they will get a +1 here. I'll probably apply that to the Intercessors. Do as much damage as we can and try and destroy the Xenos foe. With this unit here, I've secured this objective for this combat squad, and the Redemptor Dreadnought has moved forward 8 inches to engage against the Necrons on the right flank here. So there's no psychic phase for the Ultramarines. I have no psychers. I do have the Sanctic Halo, but it doesn't make any difference because Phil's got no psychers in his faction. So we're going to go straight onto the shooting phase for battle round 1 for the Ultramarines. Okay, unleashing the firepower at long last. I can't wait to roll these dice. I've been waiting for this moment for over 4 months to roll a dice in a game of Warhammer 40K. So just a disclaimer, if we do make any mistakes, it's been a bit of time since we played a bit of 40k, hasn't it, Phil?
Yes.
Wait, yeah.
Give us a break. We're just having fun.
We're just having fun, okay? Just show us mercy in the comments section below. So if we do make any mistakes, please point them out, because we do read them and we do take constructive criticism and to improve our games and for your viewing pleasure, of course. But right away, we've got to get stuck in. And of course, I got my Ultramarine dice. Love them or you hate them. This Predator is going to go into
the Doomstalker.
The Doomstalker. So we're going to roll on this tray. So needing, it's got Devastator Doctrine as well, so it's AP -4. I'm just not going to use any stratagems here. So it's going to be...
I'm in light cover because...
You're in light cover.
My protocol.
Okay, so... We're just going to shoot anyway. Not going to use any stratagems. So, needing 4s to hit. So that's 2 hits. Okay, that's statistical. And then it's toughness.
Toughness 6.
So it's 3s to wound. I'm gonna have to spend a command point because a new phase to re-roll this. And that is a wound. So that's AP -4 for Devastator Doctrine. And Phil's got a 4+ invulnerable save.
Yes, and I get +1 to saving throws against ranged weapons with light cover.
+1 to your saving throws on top of that. So that would be a saving throws in general. So that would include your invuln.
Yeah.
So that's a 3+ invuln save, which he makes. So it's no damage whatsoever. Now the Hunter Killer, I forgot to declare, I will be firing the Hunter Killer. Everything's going to go into that. So needing a 4 to hit, and it misses. So the Hunter Killer is wasted. Waste of 5 points. But never mind. At least I got to roll some dice. With a bit of disappointment. So we're going to go on to the next unit to shoot with. Now I did spend a stratagem. This is for, I forgot to do this off camera, it was for the command phase. I have the Warlord trait, the Adeptus of the Codex. So Captain Akaran, one of the patrons, has got this trait. So on the 5+ I regain a command point, which I do. So that's once per game, once per battle round. So I do regain that stratagem. Okay, the Intercessors, they're going to spend 4 command points. So I'm going to do Steady Advance and Rapid Fire. Now the target I need to eliminate is those Necron warriors in the centre, because they are the ones that are holding the objective. If I try and destroy them, that'll be a really useful aspect. So these are going to be firing twice here for the purposes of the stratagem. And just to add a little bit of synergy, I'm going to add the Recitation of Focus, granting an Ultramarines unit +1 to hit. So they'll be hitting on 2s and re-rolling 1s. Is there any modifiers, just to double check, on against that unit there?
They all got light cover because they're within 6 inches of a character.
All got light cover. So
it's the protocol.
It's just the no. It's just +1 to their saving throws. Yeah. Okay. So these will be hitting on 2s, and with the captain be rerolling 1s to hit and to wound, and any rolls of a 6 because of the Warlord trait for the lieutenant. Even though he's not the Warlord, I've spent the command point for that. Any rolls of a 6 will be a further AP -1. So this is going to be interesting. Engaging the bolt rifles. So this is ×2 for the purposes of the stratagem. Needing 3 2s to hit. Rerolling 1s. This is Strength 4, your Toughness 4. It says Force to Wound, and rerolling 1s to wound because the Lieutenant, and any rolls of a 6 are further AP-. So rerolling 1s to wound. And that is 3. There's 2s here for Assault. That's pretty good actually. That's pretty good actually. That's 3. That's 4 6s of AP -2, and that's another. That's 14 saves, but 4 of which are AP -2, 10 of which are AP -1 against the Necron warriors. So Phil's going to roll over here. So this is the AP minus 2.
4 of them, yeah?
Yeah,
so
4 of them.
5s on these.
Yeah. So 2 have been saved. That's good dice rolling.
The 2 dead.
That's 2 dead over here. And then 10 saves of 4+. So that there is another 5 brought down. And I get to shoot again because of the stratagem. So I'm going to roll these up again. Here we go again. And re-rolling 1s. So needing 2s. They've all hit. And force to wound, re-rolling 1s to wound. Got a few 1s to re-roll, which is always good. And they've pretty much all wounded. Take away the assaults. There's a few 2s in there. It's not that good. But I've got 3 6s. And the rest are AP minus 1. So 3 are AP minus 2. So Phil's just getting the dice ready. So this is AP minus 2, but +1 for the cover. That's fantastic dice rolling. Full house there. And then you've got another 9 saves of 4+. That's 4 command points I spent on there. So
4+.
Not as devastating as 4. Done some damage there, so that's another 4 down.
No, 5 down.
5 down, so 5 more have been brought down. We really need to destroy this unit. Okay, for Resurrection Orb and for Reanimation Protocols, we've just been discussing the good thing about the stratagem is that they get to shoot twice for that same unit. So the damage is done for both rounds before the reanimation has been triggered. Okay, 12 have been brought down. Now we just discussed on camera, the good thing about the rapid fire stratagem is that it applies to that unit for shooting twice against the same target. So the damage has been multiplied onto that unit. So there's 12 Necron warriors that have been brought down, but still the reanimation protocols and the resurrection or special stratagems have been initiated. So Phil's got to roll 12 dice for his reanimation protocols. So let's see how many are dead.
Rerolling 1s.
Rerolling 1s because the resurrection orb. Yeah. So he's paid off. Okay. Your dice rolls are hot today. Not good. But that's
6 get up.
6 get up.
6 are dead.
6 are dead. So it's about average. So those have been slain. Okay, this combat squad is going to fire same target. Now this unit did move, so the bolt weaponry special rule doesn't apply to grab the objective. So needing 3s to hit. Hit with 1 of them and 4 to wound. That is a wound. It's AP minus 0, so you get your +1 saving throw, and it's a 6. Okay, this combat squad here is going to shoot into the same squad. I really want to destroy that Necron warrior unit there. So this is the grav weapon. I did move, so it's a further -1 to hit. So needing 4s, rerolling 1s. So that's not too bad actually. So that's 3 hits. Strength 5, toughness 4, 3s to wound. That's 2 wounds at AP minus 3. And actually that's heavy weapon. That's AP minus 4. So 2 have been brought down. Okay, bolt guns from the same combat squad, needing 3s to hit. So that's 2 hits, 4s to wound, 1 wound, rerolling 1s to wound because of the lieutenant. That's a wound. That's actually further AP minus 1 because of Storm of Fire. So that'll be a 5+ save in cover there, which pays off again. So we're gradually whittling them down. So that's the conclusion there of that firing. Now he gets to do reanimation protocols.
Oh, no, 1.
Onto here, so it's 2. So 2 dice. So 1 has been brought down. Okay, the Hellblasters, they're not going to supercharge, so I may as well fire both squads into the same unit. So they need 3s and rerolling 1s. So any 1s? Nope, so I take away the 2s. So that's pretty good. Needing strength 7, toughness 4, so it's 3s to wound. And any ones? Nope. So I take away that one. So these two become AP -5, and the rest are AP -4. So that there is 8 dead. Just like that. So the target is to really destroy them as much as possible. Okay, that's that squad finished there for the purposes of wounds taken. Now it's reanimation protocols and resurrection orbs triggered. So rerolling 1s for resurrection orb.
It's because they're a warrior.
Oh, because they're a warrior. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh. Wow. So that's 3
dead.
brought down. Okay, the combat squad over here. They are going to shoot into those warriors. They're just about in range. So long range with bolt weapon, needing 3s. And I only hit with 1. And I wound with 1. Your toughness is 4 on the warriors, isn't it?
Yeah.
So they got a 4+ save, I'm presuming.
4+
4+ save.
3 plus because of light cover.
Of light cover, okay. And they make it anyway, so it's absolutely fine. Okay, the Dreadnought, he's going to fire his primary weapon into that, supercharging. I will spend a stratagem for an extra command point to reroll the 1. Yes, the Wisdom of the Ancients stratagem for 1 command point. So I'm going to re-roll those 1s to hit because I really want to supercharge that weapon and to make sure that these weapons hit their target. So the Storm Bolters and the Onslaught Gatling Cannon and the Icarus Rocket Pod. Actually, the Icarus Rocket Pod is going to go into that because you're only toughness 6 and that's strength 7. So I'm going to do that. So the Icarus Rocket Pod into this heavy support choice, and then I've got the heavy plasma incinerator into here. So the Onslaught Gatling Cannon, we just checked the stats for this. 8 shots. Just rapid firing, crazy man. It's good. So heavy bolters days are gone, but it's only 1 damage though, as opposed to 2. So it's a vehicle. There's no minuses. So needing 3s to hit. And I re-roll the 1s because of the stratagem of Wisdom of the Ancients. So that's that there. And then strength 5, toughness 5, the immortals. So that there is only 2 wounds, AP -1. So you've got to make 2 saves on your mortals.
Back to 3 up.
Yeah, so it's back to 3 up because of the protocols for the Necrons. So 1. Have they got 2 wounds each?
1 wound.
1 wound.
They don't re-roll.
They don't re-roll.
They'll do reanimation.
They'll do reanimation, but they don't re-roll 1. So there's 1 brought down at least. Now the Storm Bolter to the same target. So that's, they've all hit. And strength 4, toughness 5. So again, there's just only 1 wound. So needing a 3+ save, which he makes because of the light cover strategy. Now you get to do your reanimation because I've done all my shooting for that unit, and that's a 3. So that hit, he's actually been brought down. Okay, the Redemptor Dreadnought is going to fire its Icarus rocket pod into this. You're not a flyer, are you?
No, it's a monster.
It's a monster. So it would have been +1 to hit rolls because it's anti-aircraft weapon. So it's heavy D3. So it's 2 shots. I hope you're getting used to these Ultramarine dice.
I'm learning them.
You're learning them.
I'm learning
I hope the viewers are learning them as well.
Read what's in the middle, not what's on the outside.
So this is needing 3s to hit. That's both hit.
Yeah.
Nice, accurate firepower. And it's strength 7 and toughness 6. By the sound of things.
Strength 6.
Strength 6.
Toughness 6.
Strength 6, toughness 6.
Yeah, these are, yeah.
Okay, so strength 7, the caliber of the weapon. So needing 3s to wound. That's only 1 wound that's gone through. So it's AP -2 because of Devastator Doctrine.
Okay,
So
3 up save, light cover, 2 up.
Yeah.
Again,
Yeah.
4 up.
Okay. So it's back up to 4 up. So 4 up armour, 4 up invuln. No. So that's flat 2 damage has been applied onto that unit. Oh, very, very clever, Phil. So he's got a specially adapted wound tracker on that model. So it's very, very clever stuff here. but will it withstand more damage from the heavy plasma incinerator? Now, have I used a stratagem to reroll? I think yes, I did. That was because of the las cannon.
Yeah.
So this is a flat D6 shots against a vehicle, not against infantry. So here we go. Come on, get that ultra facing. That's a 4. Okay, can't complain. Okay. So needing 3s to hit and re-rolling those 1s, I will be supercharging. And a good job, supercharged. Otherwise it'd be 2 mortal wounds. So he takes a mortal wounds, it's down to 13 wounds. So they've all hit. This is strength 9. Strength 9, toughness 6. So needing 3s to wound. And that's 2 wounds at AP minus 5.
4 up invuln save on this.
Yeah.
So just 2 4 up.
Nope, that's a flat 3 damage. So it's down to 7. So it's taking damage, but I take a mortal wound for getting hot with the plasma weaponry. Just to clarify, it's not 14 wounds, it's 13 wounds, so it's down to 12 wounds. Okay, that's all the shooting done. In summary, we've done some damage over here. I don't think we've fulfilled any secondary objectives in the first battle round. We've done some damage, but knowing Necrons, they'll just simply re-resurrect those units there and see what the dice rolls are for that particular sequence of play. So, we're going to go straight on to the Necrons Battle Round 1, Turn 1. Okay, Phil's got some special rules to reveal. So, what are they, Phil?
So Luminor Ceres is going to use his rights of reanimation. He can select 1 friendly Necron's core unit within 6 inches, and 1 destroyed model from that unit is reanimated.
Yep.
So
all of that was a waste of time.
And how he's going to use mechanical augmentation on the Immortals. Roll a D3.
Oh.
And on the 3 result, until the end of the battle, they improve their ballistic skill by 1.
Okay, so they'll be hitting on 2s. Or special rolls.
So, Catacomb Command Barge, he's got the Resurrection Orb. He's going to use it and he's going to resurrect within 6 inches a core unit. Yep.
So that is a core unit.
Now within 6.
Within 6, just about. Yep. That.
So
not a problem.
they're not at the starting strength, so all destroyed models in that unit start to reassemble in a standard way. So I've got to roll 10 dice and see what comes out of that. Okay, so here we go again. 5 or 6, re-rolling ones to see if they come back. Oh, not so good. Not
so good. 3 have come back, but the rest are actually slain.
The Necron Warriors, so re-roll 1.
Are they re-roll 1s? Yes, because of Necron Warriors special rule.
Oh, and none. So just 3.
There's 3 come back.
Once per battle use.
Once per battle use. So that's an important roll there. Still, that unit is still a threat against the Ultramarines. My will be done.
Onto this guy, this group.
So just another thing as well, my will be done has been applied to this core unit again as well. So these Necrons are really tough. We just did a little correction. We've done morale for that unit, but they've passed, even though they took 10 casualties. Phil rolled a 2. He didn't roll any 1s for the purposes of units fleeing. So it's all rectified, all back again, and everything like that. And it's the same over here. They wouldn't have failed their morale test because there's only 1 casualty. So that's morale covered for the Ultramarines. We're going to go now on to carry on for the Necrons and their battle round 1 turn 1. My will be done has been applied to these 2 units here. So that means they're going to get +1 to hit rolls for when shooting and close combat. So Phil's going to do his movement off camera and reveal what they've done the next segment. Just done a correction. He's failed his morale test on a 10. He rolled 10 dice because of the amount of casualties, the number of miniatures left. He didn't roll the 1 to pass the morale. So he's rolled for each model, and 2 of them ran away. And he's done his resurrection orbs and that kind of thing. So it's all been calculated. So he's lost another 2 on that unit there. So morale is done, and we're going to continue on with the movement for the Necrons. Okay, the movement phase has concluded on Necrons turn 1. So Phil, what have you done?
The Immortals have moved forward, just standard movement.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they move 5, don't they?
5.
They're a bit slower. Yeah, they're securing that objective as well. So that's good.
The Destroyers have swung round behind. Luminous Eris has moved forward with them.
Yep.
Doomstalker stayed still. The Deathmarks have stayed still in the ruins.
Yep.
Because they've got heavy weapons.
Yep.
The reduced down Necron Arc Warriors group have moved forward. That squad.
Yep.
This squad moved forward 5 inches. The Scarabs did a 5-inch advance. The normal 10-inch move plus a 5-inch advance moved to there.
That's fine. Yeah.
The Royal Warden stayed at the back supporting those guys. Doomstalker has stayed there and not moved.
Okay. Okay. It's going to be a bit of a duel with heavy supports versus heavy supports, and there's little duels all across the battlefield here. So that's the movement phase completed. There is no psychic phase for the Necrons, and we're going to go straight onto the shooting phase on battle round 1, turn 1 for the Necrons.
Right.
So living metal has been triggered onto this unit here, being a Necron vehicle. Okay, heavy D6 shots from that Doomstalker.
Onto the...
It looks like War of the Worlds. It's quite similar. 5 shots coming in. Now, has it got smoke launchers? It's not like the Firstborn technology. So needing 4s to hit. And it's a full bracket still as well. So 4s to hit. Here we go. That's 3 hits. And that is strength.
Strength 10, high power, so it's strength 10.
So it's strength 10, toughness 7. So
AP
needing
minus 5.
AP minus 5. So needing 3s to wound. 3s to wound that Redemptor Dreadnought.
I've got a reroll for wounds with my
With your
Dynasty.
Dynasty, which is a good job as well. And that's AP minus 5, so that's 3d6 damage.
Yeah.
So if you get 12 or more, that Dreadnought is pulp. Okay. Do you want to spend a command point to finish
reroll
him
that
off? To reroll that 1.
That seems like a good idea.
Yep, so gamesmanship here. I think he would re-roll that 1 to make sure that threat is neutralised. And if he gets a 1, no. So the Dreadnought is destroyed.
16 damage.
So you get first blood, but this old rules now.
Yeah. But is it a character?
But that is not a character, no. So does it blow up on a roll of 6? There's no re-roll for this. So it does not blow up, but the Redemptor Dreadnought is gone.
So Illuminos Eris is shooting his Eldritch Lance at this squad now that there's nothing else to shoot at.
Yeah, he's already rolled the D3
D3,
shots,
so it's one
shot.
And it is 3+
to hit. And
it hits.
And it's strength.
Strength 8.
Strength 8, so it's toughness 4, so it's 2s to wound.
AP minus 4, D6 damage.
Okay, so the Marines have got 2 wounds now. So so you needed 2 to wound. That's a dreaded 1, and you use your Dynasty trait, very, very handy. So D6 damage. If you roll a 1, the Marine lives. He lives as well.
It's under there.
And he's already used a command re-roll. So one of the Marines is still alive. And because Space Marines now have got 2 wounds each, the Immortals are going to shoot into this combat squad over here holding this objective. So, unleash the fury.
Hitting on 2s because they're blessed.
Yep. 5 will be done. So all but 1. And the strength of the weapon is strength
5.
5.
AP -2.
AP -2. We're in foliage, so... Oh, no, we're not in foliage. There's no foliage there. So that's good amount of wounds there. That's 8 wounds.
Is it on that one?
Yeah, that's fine. No, it's 8 wounds. 8 wounds, AP -2. Space Marines have got 2 wounds each. So that's dead. That's a Marine. And that's another Marine with a wound. Yeah, so 3 whole Marines are dead because one has already taken a wound. Actually, that's a 4+ save. Actually, no. So there's 3 Marines and a wound. So that's the casualties. Ouch. Not good. Hey, what's going on here?
Who we got in the middle?
Well, you got the Warlord here.
Yeah.
He's picking off characters here, Patreon characters. These people are supporting me, and you kill them. No, we're not tolerating it. These are my comrades, battle brothers. Courage and honour for these people. So he's going to try and pick out the Warlord.
Let's go for the Warlord.
Oh, he's going to go for the Warlord.
Why not?
Oh, I'm sorry. Dean, you're going to be sniped.
They're
So
range 36.
Pray to the
39.
Emperor. Pray. Courage and honour. Courage and honour. We march for McCrag. Right, so Phil's got 6 shots with these death marks against the Warlord. One of my patrons could fall.
Okay.
All hit because they're ballistic skill 2+. And the strength of the weapon is...
5.
Strength 5, toughness 5 because of Gravis armour, thankfully.
So 4s.
4s to wound. Only 2 wounds.
I get 1 reroll.
1 reroll because of the dynasty traits. And it's failed. So it's only 2 saves and the damage input?
AP -2.
AP -2. But he's got a 3+ invulnerable save because of the Sanctic Halo.
Yeah, unmodified wound roll of 6 would be 1 mortal wound, but I didn't get anything.
Yeah. So 3+ invuln armour save as well. A double 6.
Ooh.
Courage and honour! We march for the crack! Next unit.
Squad of warriors going to shoot their
Gauze flares.
Gauze flares.
Yep.
They are range 24, 27 with my ability of
Your
4
ability, yeah.
of them to shoot, hitting on 2s because they're blessed.
All but 1. And strength 4, toughness 4. So that's 2 wounds.
I'll re-roll the wounds.
Reroll the ones. Yep, so that's going to be AP -1
AP-1.
+1 for behind a barricade. And one of them takes a wound. Sharp has taken a wound. Not good.
Gauze cannon from the Catacomb command barge.
Yep.
Shooting at the intercessors.
Yep. So picking them out.
Heavy 3.
Yep.
Hitting on 2s. No reroll.
No rerolls.
No.
It's only to reroll wounds, isn't
Yeah.
it? That's what you chose.
2 hits.
2 hits. Yep.
Strength 6.
Strength 6. Toughness 4. So there's 2 wounds. So AP -3. 3.
D3
+1.
damage these are.
+1 for being behind cover. So that will be -2. Oh, me march for the crag. The Doomstalker 2. He's going to shoot into the Predator.
So that's D6.
D6 shots again. 4 shots
shots.
this time.
Hitting on 4.
4s. Yep. 3 hits at strength 10, toughness 7, AP -5. Okay.
Strength 10.
10, yeah. So needing 3s to wound. You've already spent rerolls, so you get a reroll for your dynasty anyway. It's a good job. You get that reroll. So that's 2. There's nothing I can do about it. And it's 11 wounds to get through with 2d6 damage. That's 7 wounds. So he's down to 4 wounds remaining. Warriors, 9 of them are in range and they're going to shoot at this squad here. So 9 shots.
They're not blessed, so we're hitting on 3s.
So it's 4s because of the foliage. They are foliage, but they can be seen, and well, they quite likely there. It's only 3 hits. Strength 4, toughness 4. So it's 2 wounds. 2 4-up saves because Gore's Flare is AP -1. And they saved. So that's a 6 and a 5. Okay, the Royal Warden is going to shoot the same target. It's a range 30 weapon. So it's in range.
Rapid fire 2.
Rapid fire 2. Ballistic skill of
3+.
-1 for foliage, so it'll be forced to hit. So that's 2 hits.
2 hits.
Yeah, very good.
Strength 5.
Strength 5, toughness 4. It's 2 wounds, so AP -2. So it's 2 5-up save. What's the damage input? 2. So I'm going to do 1 at a time. Actually, it doesn't matter because it's Space Marines. They're 2 wounds each. So I save 1, but one of the Marines goes down. Okay, that's the conclusion of Battle Round 1. For the purposes of damage, we've got off pretty lightly with the infantry, but it was a bit of a blow on this side with the Redemptor Dreadnought being destroyed by, I keep forgetting the name, this is New Year syndrome. The Doomstalker. They are feared. When they hit hard. And with that damage input, he's been very, very good at doing that. So this flank is in a bit of doo-doo over here. So we need to think of a strategy how to recover from that. But other than that, we got off pretty lightly for the purposes of casualties. These have taken a few casualties, sadly. So this unit has taken 3 casualties. So we're going to do morale now. So you're going to get +1 for being an Ultramarine. So they're leadership of 8. So I should be okay actually. So they will pass because they get +1 leadership for there. And then over here they're going to pass as well. They're going to count as leadership 8. So that's the morale phase concluded. There's no morale for the Necrons, and we're going to go on to a new battle round. For the purposes of the game. So it's Battle Round 2, Turn 1 for the Ultramarines. Okay, so for the Ultramarines, on the beginning of the Battle Round 1, I've regained a command point, so my command points value has gone up now to 5 now. And furthermore, we've scored 10 victory points for securing this objective and this objective here. Now I can't purge these objectives because they are my deployment zone, but if I go onto his deployment zone, if I spend an action point, I can purge his objectives, and it's exactly the same for the Necrons as well. So the Ultramarines, they scored 10 victory points, but it's not over yet, so the Necrons will probably catch up with objective points as well. So the command phase is done, and we're going to do the same recitation for the chaplain. So let's see if we can get that 3+. So on a 3+, the recitation of Focus Litany has been activated, and it has. So that has been the chaplain has prayed, and the Emperor has answered his prayers. So the recitation of Focus has been triggered. And for the purposes of the doctrines, we're going to go now on to Tactical Doctrine for the next 2 battle rounds. Bill's got another card to play as well, and that is the Protocol of the Vengeful Stars. So Directive 1, so each time a model in this unit makes a ranged attack on an unmodified wound roll of 6, improve the armor penetration characteristic of that attack by 1. So similar to Storm of Fire, so that's a pretty good strategy there. And directive number 2, so each time a model in this unit makes a ranged attack that targets a unit within half range, the target does not receive the benefits of cover for its saving throw against that attack. So
I'll be choosing Directive 1.
So he's going to choose Directive 1, so that's pretty handy actually for that further AP minus there. So that's the command phase done for the beginning of the battle round, both factions, and now we're going to go on to the movement phase for the Ultramarines. Turn 2, battle round 2. So I'm going to play this stratagem to enhance and protect this Inceptor squad. So on a roll of 5+, I regain that command point. I do, so I keep that stratagem, so it's still on 5 command points. That's once per battle round. Now, this is a new stratagem I've got to get used to here, so I thought I'd use this to keep these units alive. So, actually I'm going to get +1 to my saving throws, aren't I? For these. Are they in cover? I think they are. Does it apply to infantry models? There is infantry. We'll check the wording and see what happens. The Ultramarines have done their movement on battle round 2, turn 2, for the 13th Legion. So we've decided to press forward to the objective to try and cleanse as many units as possible. Try to purge this unit here and possibly others depending on how much damage that we do. So we've pressed forward with the Primaris squad here from one of my fellow patrons, and we've got another Firstborn squad in support as well. The Hellblaster squad has moved forward towards the barricades along with the Primaris Ancient as well. The Litany has gone off as rolled earlier on. We've got the Company Champion, and we've got Lieutenant as well, and the Captain as well in Gravis armour. Furthermore, we have the Inceptor squad that has arrived at the end of the movement phase. So they're coming along in support as well. Deploy them 9 inches away from the enemy as well. I've moved this combat squad forward, and it's got the Flamer now, which is a range of 12 inches, and it auto hits on that unit there as well. And these guys have moved forward to secure this objective over here. The Predator, there's no Tech Marine to repair that Predator, so I may spend a couple of command points to enhance that Predator there. So there's no psychic phase. We're just going to go straight onto the shooting phase for the Ultramarines. It all says shoot 'em. Shoot 'em. So the Hellblasters have picked on these Stalkers. Now the reason why I've gone for these death marks, beg your pardon. The reason why I've gone for these is because even if I supercharge with these weapons, the quantum shielding from this vehicle is -1 damage, so there's no point overheating. So we want to try and kill units to grab objective points. So that's what we're going to do. So easy kills mean lots of points for the Ultramarines. So that's the plan. We're not going to supercharge because they're only 1 wound each, and they're toughness 5 anyway. So we're going to roll these all together, both units. Actually, I'm going to do 1 unit at a time, see how much damage we can put here. So the first round, not supercharging, needing 3s to hit and re-rolling those 1s to hit. So re-rolling 1s. So that's 3 hits at strength 7, toughness 5. And that's all wounded, and they are AP -4.
Just remember.
Right, Phil's got a special rule for these death
I've got
marks.
to pay a CP. Yeah.
So he's got to pay a command point for this trait here.
It's called Aetheric Interception.
Yeah.
Basically, these guys are called. I've got Hyperspace Hunter keyword.
Yeah.
When another in the reinforcement step, when an opponent sets up a unit on the battlefield, so
Yeah, would be these.
those guys.
Yeah.
If they're on the battlefield, they can, until the end of the phase, shoot as if it was our shooting phase.
Yeah.
But they can only target the enemy unit that was just set up on the battlefield,
Yeah.
and only if they're eligible for attack.
Yeah.
So I can shoot those.
Okay, so you can do that. So what we're going to do to simplify things is that I'm going to resolve all the shooting here from this combat squad. So 3 have been brought down so far. And then I'm going to do the other 5, and then Phil will still get to do his damage input against the Inceptors. So this is for the other squad.
I've got to do reanimation protocols.
Oh, he's got to do reanimation protocols because it's a separate unit, isn't it? Shooting. So yeah, that is correct.
So 3.
So 3. So 1
comes
gets back up. So 2 have been slain. And I'm going to do the other shots again. That's 4 hits. At strength 7, toughness 5. Rerolling 1s to wound. And that is... we'll re-roll that actually. Just double check that on camera to see if that was tipped over. Just checked on camera. The dice wasn't tilted. It was 3 wounds that we've done there. So Phil, that's AP minus 4. So that's another 3 brought down, but then he's got his reanimation protocol to do there. So another 2 have been brought down from that unit. Marks, all 6 of them are going to shoot into here. So needing 2s, yeah. Strength 5 and it's Gravis, so it's toughness 5. So needing force to wound. So that's way below average.
You get a reroll.
He gets a reroll because of his dynasty, but that's good. So he's got 3.
It's enough to get disintegrator.
Oh,
so,
he's got D3 mortal wounds.
An unmodified wound of 6 inflicts 1 mortal wound. So as well as in addition to any normal damage.
Any normal damage.
There's 1.
Yeah, 1 mortal wound goes through and 3 wounds.
3 wounds.
And now Gravis armor gives 3 wounds each. So, and +1 to my saving throws is AP minus 2, so it's back up to a 4+ save in cover. And no, so that's an entire model gone and a wound. Okay, damage has been taken, so that's one of those Inceptors being shot down by the snipers. So now you've ruined me plan. Well, sort of. A bit of disruption there from special rules from the new Necron Codex. So, decisions to make as to what to do next. Risk I'm going to take here, I'm going to fire the grav cannon into those death marks, and I'm going to fire the rest of the combat squad into here. Now, Ultramarines, with the tactical doctrine triggered, even though they moved with their bolt weapons, not within rapid fire range, they count as stationary for the purposes of bolt weapons. And with the further AP minus 1, that is really, really handy. So, but anyway, we've got the grav cannon, grav amplifier, and he's going to shoot into the death marks, needing force to hit with a heavy weapon. So that's 1 hit only, which is a shame. Strength 5, AP minus 3. That is a wound, so that's AP minus 3 on those death marks.
I've got a 3 up save.
Got 3 up saves, so it's AP minus 3, so it becomes a 6+ save. Oh, he gets a 6 as well. Ah!
Just threw it.
The bolt gun from the combat squad into the Necron warriors, needing 3s to hit and rerolling those 1s. No 1s have been rolled. So there's a few hits here. Hits. Strength 4, toughness 4, force to wound, and rerolling 1s to wound. So that there's no further AP minuses. So that there is 4 wounds, AP minus 1 because of tactical doctrine.
So 5.
So 5s to save, and that's paid off. 4 have been neutral. Reanimation. And nothing. That's a warrior, so you get to reroll the 1. And that's a 6. So 3 have been taken down. Lieutenant Marcus Fraze is going to fire his Volkite pistol at range 15. VO Volkite pistol, I think the weapon is called. So he is hitting on. He's hitting on 2+ now. So lieutenants have improved with their ballistic skill ability. So 2s to hit, and they both hit at strength 5. So 3s to wound, and any roll of 6 is a mortal wound in addition. That's a mortal wound, and he gets to reroll 1s to wound because he's a lieutenant. That's a cop die. I'll reroll that. That's a wound, AP minus 0. So you get 2 saves, normal saves in addition. So 1 has been brought down. So 2 in total because of the mortal wound. This is for reanimation protocol. And he gets back up. 5 and a 6. So rewind. Okay, the Primaris Ancient. He's going to shoot his bolt rifle into those marksmen. So needing 3s and 1 hit only at strength 4. That's a cop die. That's a 2. That's a fail. Okay, the Primaris Intercessor Squad, the Patrons themselves, with customised names, they are going to play the rapid fire stratagem over here. So I'm going to spend 2 command points, which I'm just going to negate now. So I'm down to 3 command points. So I'm spending the CPs quite rapidly here. But I want to destroy as many units as possible. Now, I've only spent 2 command points for this as opposed to 4, because last time I didn't go on to, I was on Devastator Doctrine. Now that I'm Tactical Doctrine, for the Ultramarines with their bolt weapons, if the Tactical Doctrine is active, they count as stationary as one of the special rules for the Ultramarines. So 3 of the Intercessors, Brothers Sharp, Archer and Damocles, I'm going to shoot into them. And Sergeant Knight, who is that? Brother Cyrus, Brother Samuel, Brother Rufus, Brother Valiant, Brother Felix, and Brother... Oh, need to check these brothers. What's his name? What's his name? Brother, help Quintus. Me. Brother Quintus. That's the ones. I've got to remember these names. So, Brother Quintus, what a cool name. So, they are going to shoot over here and neutralise this threat. If I can destroy these units, I'll gain a lot of victory points. If the plan works. So, here we go. And I'm going to apply the recitation of focus onto this unit here, giving them a +1 to the hit roll. So here we go. Let's get the dice out. So with only 3 interceptors, intercessors. I've got all these dice alone. So this is firing twice just to speed up the game. So needing 2s to hit because of the litany and re-rolling 1s because of the captain. And re-rolling those 1s. So they've all hit. There's no minuses this time. And this is strength 4 against toughness 5. Yeah. They are toughness 5. And AP minus 2 because of tactical doctrine. If I roll 6s to wound, it's AP minus 3. And I re-roll those 1s to wound. And that's really good, actually. That is really good. So we take away these, take away the 4, take away the 3, and that there, those 5 are AP minus 3, and those 2 are AP minus 2. Because of tactical doctrine, the nature of the weapon, and for storm of fire.
This on the
that's on this unit here, yeah. So this is the rapid fire stratagem applied twice. So
these have got to be 6s.
These have got to be 6s, yep. So they've been neutralised anyway. So that's that unit there. So you may as well do the reanimation protocol.
If the unit's gone, you don't get it.
If the unit's gone, they don't get it. Okay, so that's an objective achieved there for the Ultramarines. Okay, I'm going to do 2 lots of 14 because there's 28 shots. This is to go into this Necron warrior unit. Screening the Overlord. So that's a drop die. So needing 2s to hit because of the litany of the chaplain. That's a cock die. I'll re-roll that one. And re-roll 1s to hit. They've all hit again. A little bit of synergy here, Phil. And then strength 4, toughness 4. Needing force to wound and re-rolling 1s. Re-rolling those 1s. So take away the 3, take away the assault symbol. Yep. So that there, so 2 of them are at AP minus 3, and the rest are at AP minus 2.
So 2 dead, because it's
2 are dead at AP minus 3. AP minus 3 bolt rifles.
Yeah, 4+.
Because of the storm of fire, and then 4+.
They're already 4+.
They're already a 4+, so you need 6s to save with 8 of them. Okay, he's just counting his dice, and here we go. And their threat is neutralised, so they are destroyed there. Okay, this combat squad here is going to shoot 6 bolt rounds into there. So tactical doctrine has been in place. So for the flamer, I'm going to do that first actually. So it's D6 auto hits. So that's 3 auto hits. This is an assault weapon, so it counts as AP-1 as well, because it's for rapid fire and assault weapons. So needing force to wound, and no lieutenant nearby, so there's no damage whatsoever from the flamer. Now the bolt weapon, needing 3s, so that's 4 hits, force to wound, so that is 2 wounds at AP-1. And 2 have been brought down from the warriors there, and that's the unit concluded, so you get to do your reanimation protocol. So that's 2 brought down there, and they've actually been brought down. This combat squad, exactly the same target. They're all in range 24 for the nature of bolt weaponry. So 6 shots, needing 3s. No influence nearby, so it's 4 hits. Force to wound, no storm of fire, so that's 2 at AP-1. So it's a 4 and a 3, so that's 2 brought down because the AP- of the weapon. Now the grav cannon. 2, right? Yeah, 2 have been brought down there. Now for the purposes of what is a 6 and what is a 1, the Ultramarine symbol is a roll of 6, and the Apothecary symbol is a roll of a 1. So just to clarify what the dice rolls are. But I love my Ultramarine dice. I'm a big fan, of course. So here we go. So this is the grav cannon now into the same unit. So it's a -1 to hit, and that's good accurate firepower there. That's all hits. And strength 5, needing 3s to wound. And if all wounded, and that's AP-3, so that's 4 dead. But now he gets to do reanimation protocol onto the warriors. Yeah. So that's 1 that has been resurrected. So 5 have been brought down. Would you believe it? There's so many dice and they're so big. The amount of firepower I'm desperate to hold in my hand. So I decided to grab a cup, and it's a plain cup. Sorry, no sponsors in this footage. So I'm going to roll these to hit. So with the Inceptors, they're going to concentrate all their firepower into the Necron warriors there. So 1 has been slain already, which could have been maximum firepower. So needing 3s to hit, rerolling 1s because of the influence of the captain. And rerolling the 1s. So I'll take those 1s there. All but 1. So we'll check which is missed and which is hit. Now re-rolling 1s to wound and strength 5 and AP-2 for tactical doctrine. Re-rolling 1s. Okay, we just rolled to wound. This AP-2 with 14 wounds. So it's going to be a 6 up saves for these Necron warriors. So he saved 3. So that's 11 brought down. Okay, it's just rolled off camera. So this is the reanimation for this unit here, and it looks like that 5 now have been brought down.
I've got a reroll.
It's got a reroll because of a resurrection orb, and for the warrior, no. So that's 6 that have been brought down. Okay. Power of the machine spirit has been triggered on the predator. So spending 2 command points, I'm literally on my last command point. So it's going to increase its ballistic skill at its full bracket. So there's no minuses to hit this time. And I fired my hunter killer, which is a shame, I missed with the last time. And I'm going to shoot into that unit there. Again, what is that unit called?
The Canoptic Doom Stalker.
My Canoptic Doom Stalker. Stalker. So here we go. I'm going to fire all the maximum firepower I can afford onto that Stormstalker. Here we go. 3s to hit. So 2 have hit. And 3s to wound. That's only 1 wound. Do I spend the command point to re-roll? I'm going to have to do it. Spend my last CP on the 3+ to wound, and it does wound. So no CPs left, but I will gain a command point in the next battle round, command phase.
You got your roll to get back?
I've done that
You did it?
ages ago.
Okay.
Yeah. That's all been sorted. Yeah, that's the Adeptus of the Codex Warlord trait from the Captain Gravis armor. So that's 2 wounds at AP -3.
So 3+ save. Well, I've got a 4 up involved.
4+ invulnerable save. Oh, that's 2 wounds that come through. That's 2d6 damage. No rerolls. Here we go. And that is 8 damage. At 12 wounds, now it's reduced to 4. Significant damage. Okay. We're going to go on to the charge phase. That's all the shooting done. We're going to try and go straight into close combat. I was just thinking for a moment, I can't Overwatch with Scarabs. Imagine if they had guns. It'd be quite trollish on the Warhammer 40K universe. So it's just a flat roll. Now as they jetpack, they ignore the purposes of levels of terrain. So I need a roll of a 9 for the Emperor. And that is an 11. They're in. So the Inceptors have made a successful charge. And now I'm going to consolidate to make contact with the Warriors. So to there, to here. Oh, they're all piling in now. And just to check here, I just want maximum combat power into close combat. So I'm going to go here, like that. Sorry, try and put this on camera. Like that. And these are very fiddly models. I'm just going to do like that there. Oh, come on, please stand up. Don't faint. So if you could just balance that for me, Phil, that will be great. There you go. That's it. Perfect. Right, we've finally balanced these Inceptors here. Now we're going to resolve close combat. Right, to split the attacks, I've gone with the Sergeant and 2 Inceptors. Now, the Sergeant gets 3 attacks, the Inceptors get 2, but +1 for being Adeptus Astartes. Okay. They get +1 attack each. So these attacks are going to go into the Scarabs, which have made contact into them. So needing 3s to hit. As a drop die, I'll reroll that. No rerolls, so it's just a flat roll. So it's 2 have missed. And strength 4, toughness 3 against Scarabs. So needing 3s to win. And that's pretty good actually. So that's 7 saves of 6+ on your Scarabs. Now Scarab bases have got 3 wounds each.
4.
Oh, they've got 4 wounds each now. Okay, they've got 4 wounds. That's corrected. And so that's a whole base and a 2 wounds. So one's half dead, one has been neutralised. Now the other 2 Inceptors into the Necron Warriors, needing 3s. So all but 1. And strength 4, toughness 4. And so that's...
I've got reanimation protocols.
Oh, Scarab's got...
Yeah, you have finished attacking them, haven't you?
I have finished attacking them, yeah. Yeah.
So that unit is still attacking, so I'll do that at the end.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. So only 2 wounds go against the Warriors.
6 wounds. It was 6 wounds taken on the Scarabs. Because hang on, it's only on the dead bases.
Yeah.
It's not, it's only the...
Yeah, 2 saves on the Warriors, and 2 more have been brought down. And that concludes all the attacks. Now the Scarabs and the Warriors get to do their reanimation.
So 4 wounds on the Scarab base that die. No, it is all the wounds.
Yeah. I think it's all the... I think if this reanimation with a model that has multiple wounds,
Yeah,
they are harder to bring back up. So you need all of them to be
it was 6
5s.
wounds taken.
Yeah, 6 wounds.
No.
None. So a whole base is gone,
Which is good.
and with 2 wounds. And then 2 warriors that have been brought down. 1 has been brought back to life. So only 1 has been slain. Phil's going to play a stratagem.
Self-destruction.
Yep.
When a Canoptic Sarab Squadron is selected to fight, select 1 model in that unit. After that model unit has finished piling in, I select 1 enemy unit with engagement range of that model and roll a d6. On a 2 to 5, that enemy unit suffers d3 mortal wounds. On a 6, the enemy unit suffers 3 mortal wounds, and the Canoptic model Scarab Swarm model is then destroyed.
Okay.
So we pile in.
Yep. So he piles in within 3 inches. So there, he's going to use the stratagem now, which is triggered. So roll a dice. So he's spent a command
I'll select
point.
this one.
Yeah, he's going to
It's in
select
3
this
inches.
one here, and he needs a 2+ for D3 and a 6+. It is 3 mortal wounds. So D3 mortal wounds.
Oh,
So-
just 1 dice. D3.
So a model has been slain because 1 has got 2 wounds and lost a wound. So that's 1 brought down.
And that's destroyed.
Yep, and that's destroyed there. So I lost 2 here for the death marks earlier.
Right, so I don't hit.
So he needs 4 pluses to hit.
Weapon skill 4, yeah.
Weapon skill 4+, and 20 attacks with the amount of bases.
And then also 6 is also wounds.
And 6 is auto. Oh, auto wounds, dear me.
These are misses.
Yep, okay. So they're scarabs, aren't they? So he's got a few there.
They've all missed.
He's got 6 auto wounds so far.
So I don't roll for those.
Don't roll for those, no. Now you get to roll to wound against Gravis armor. It's toughness 5.
3.
Against strength 3.
There was a 3 there.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. 5 to wound.
I've got a reroll.
You've got a reroll because of the dynasty trait. So it's another 2. So that there is 8 wounds in total.
It is AP 0 strength.
AP 0, damage 1. So a 3+ is Gravis armor, mark 10. So only 2 wounds taken. 1 has got 1 wound remaining because they've got 3 wounds each. So 5 guys are in range, in close combat, needing 3s to hit.
Ooh.
Dear, only 1 hit. Toughness 5 as well, needing a 5 to wound. Doesn't get the wound.
Reroll.
So he gets to reroll because of the dynasty trait, and he gets that wound. And I roll with 3+, he takes down another Inceptor. And he doesn't. And I roll with 5, the elite symbol has been shown. Courage and honour. Okay, that's the end of Battle Round 2, Turn 2 for the Ultramarines. Now I've got to do the purposes of morale. So, see what I get on the morale test. So it's a 3 plus a 2, so it's 5 plus -1 for being an Ultramarine. So I roll a 4. They are fine for the purposes of morale. They shall know no fear. So I've got 2 wounds here. Actually, it's going to count down to 1 left on that unit there. And anything else goes back there.
So my
And-
morale for my scarabs.
Yep, scarabs are leadership
10.
10. So you roll a dice, see what they get, and a 5. The amount of casualties, they're fine. So they hold as well.
Warriors
And the
lost
warriors, they've lost however many you've
1.
lost in total.
Well, I think it was. Oh.
Oh no, how many I shot down earlier on. So that's a full squad, wasn't it?
So it's 13.
So 13. So you roll a dice. If you roll a 1, they auto pass their morale. So however many casualties now you sustained, any rolls of 1s, models are slain and run away. In addition, so it's just I think it's just these guys left here. It's only rolled for those guys. It's not the whole squad yet. So you've got 7 dice to roll. Yep. So none run away. So morale holds for this Necron warrior unit. Okay, this concludes any secondary objectives for the Ultramarines. Yes, we have destroyed the death
marks.
Death marks have been neutralised.
And one squad of warriors.
And one squad of warriors. So that's really, really good. And furthermore, I fulfilled the secondary objective for the Ultramarines. We'll double check the point score. We'll come back to you in just a sec. Okay. Purposes of victory points. Now, I've destroyed 2 entire units. So we're keeping a note of how many units we've destroyed. It's for the purposes of attrition and purge the enemy secondary objectives for the Ultramarines. The Ultramarines have taken down and destroyed 2 entire units for here. So I think, did I score 2 victory points?
2 victory points for purge the enemy.
So for purge the enemy, I've got 2 victory points there. So that brings the total to 12 victory points for the Ultramarines. So it's the end of the movement phase, and we've done the command phase as well for the purposes of enhancements and movement and that kind of thing. So Phil is going to explain what he's done to his key units here.
So end of command phase, the living metal has been restored on this Doomstalker.
Yep.
1 wound restored on this one with living metal.
Yep.
And 1 wound on the Scarabs with living metal.
Okay. Yep.
The Warlord has blessed these, my will be done, onto the Necron warriors.
Yep.
So give them +1 to hit. And that's it for the command phase.
The command phase aspect, and then we're going to go straight on to the movement phase. Okay, the Necron movement phase has been completed on battle round 2, turn 2. Phil, explain what you've done.
The Immortals are shuffled forward, movement 5 inches to be near that objective.
Yep. This objective looks like it's been secured as well. It's going to be very, very hard taking that there. And anything else you've done?
The Doomstalker has moved to within 3 inches of the objective.
Yeah.
To have line of sight with those guys.
Yeah, very good.
Over this side, he remains standing.
He remains standing.
The unmoving.
Yep.
The Royal Warden.
Yep.
Put the ability onto the Necron warriors to pull back.
Yep.
They're still able to shoot.
Yep.
The Warlord, who's yet to be named, has done his move across to there, from here to there.
Yeah.
So he's on that objective, watching both sides of here.
Yeah.
And the other Overlord moves 6 inches towards the fight that's going to happen here.
Yeah. And now you've put on, debuting on the channel,
the Hexmark Destroyer has come out of hyperspace.
Yeah, so it's deployed more than 9 inches away from the enemy. So it's deployed here, and I wonder what he's going to do to that squad that's holding that objective. So that's the movement phase completed on Necron's battle round 2, turn 2, and we're going to go straight on to the shooting phase for the Necrons. The Hexmark Destroyer is going to select a target, and who do you want to neutralise?
Guys,
so he wants to neutralise this Ultramarines tactical squad, the combat squad there.
He can shoot here. He's got Enmitic disintegrator pistols over a range of 18. They're a pistol, AP -1, damage 1. He gets 6 shots.
Yeah.
He has inescapable death, so basically any target that he shoots at does not receive the benefit of cover or any hit rolls or ballistic skill modifiers.
So no modifiers whatsoever.
Each time a model fires Overwatch, it scores hits on 2+, but that's not that. Each time an enemy model is destroyed by a ranged attack made by this model, Enmitic disintegrated pistols, after the model makes the rest of its attacks, it can shoot with one of its pistols 1 additional time. But they don't generate additional attacks.
So it's a gunslinger, eh?
Gunslinger. So 6 shots
Yep.
A ballistic skill of 2+ into those guys.
So it's -1 for the foliage, so it becomes a 3+. But there's no modifiers.
No modifiers.
So
2+.
fantastic.
And it re-rolls ones with hardwire for destruction.
Yeah. So re-roll that 1. Is this all hit? And it is strength
6.
Strength 6, toughness 4. Little Space Marine. That's a drop die. 2 have failed so far, and that's a 4, 5, and a 5. And that's another 5 as well. So that's 4 wounds.
I've got 1 re-roll for my...
1 re-roll for the Dynasty.
Oh,
That's failed. Cannot re-roll a re-roll.
4.
So the AP minus
1
is 1. So they've got a 4+ save. And that's good. Only 1 Marine has been brought down. So the Sergeant remains.
Okay.
So he destroyed a model. That means he gets to shoot again.
I get to shoot 1 shot more with a pistol.
And what's that special rule called?
Multi-threat eliminator.
Multi-threat eliminator. And that's a hit.
Hits.
And that's a wound. AP minus 1. And that's a 4. The Sergeant lives. Okay, only 3 of the Necron Immortals are going to shoot into this squad. Now, what's the remaining firepower going to do? Do you want to select another target? You could shoot at that combat squad.
The first squad there.
Yeah, okay. So 3 of the Immortals are going to bring down try and bring down the Sergeant. It's -1 to hit because of the foliage that's in the way.
Rapid fire.
So rapid fire. So it's 4s to hit. So that's good, accurate firepower there.
5 hits.
So 5 hits at strength 5.
Yes. Strength 5.
Strength 5.
AP minus 2.
AP minus 2.
Reroll wounds.
Reroll 1 of them because of the Dynasty, and that's 4 saves. And he's gone. The brother Sergeant is gone. So that's what he got, and he's killed it. So that's a unit destroyed. Okay, so the Immortals now are going to shoot the remaining firepower that they have, and they're going to shoot into this combat squad here. So it's 3s to hit.
Lots of 1s.
Lots of 1s. And it's strength 5, toughness 4.
3s to wound.
3s to wound. And with your Dynasty, you get to re-roll 1 of your dice to wound, which he does.
That's cocked.
Yeah, that'd be a cocked die. Yeah, we'll re-roll that one. That is a 6. So that's a wound.
Still trying to be cocked.
Still trying to be cocked, but that is a full facing. Yeah. So 5 saves of 5+, and they're damage 1, aren't they? So that's 2 whole Marines brought down. Have to go over here. It's consolidation purposes. So that's not within 6. Next.
The Luminar Zerus.
Luminar Zerus.
You shooting that nearest guy, the nearest group. You can see one of them coming. I've got 36 inch range. Assault D3. Luminar shooting at those. Okay. So D3.
Luminar Zerus. He's going to shoot. Have
1 shot.
1 shot with D3 shots that he has. Ballistic skill
3+.
of 3+. And he hits. And strength
8.
Strength 8. That is a wound at AP minus
-4.
-4 against who you targeting?
D
One of the combat squads.
Yeah, that's the newest one.
So what's the damage input?
D6.
So D6 on a roll of 1, he's still alive. So it goes straight, bypasses the power armor. I'm not going to roll that Ultramarine dice. You take that dice there and do the damage. Oh, it's just about. So one of the Marines, another Marine's been brought down. So the casualties now are coming in for the Space Marines. But I've noticed that they are a lot tougher now. the classic Space Marines. So it's good that they have their 2 wounds each now. The Doomstalker selected a target, and as there's no tanks left, he's going to go and try and wipe out this combat squad here. So what are you going to do, Phil? I'm going to double check this because I want to see if my fellow battle brother is within 6 of the ancient. He's not wholly within, so he won't get the ability to shoot back. So Phil is just checking the.
Yeah, I moved, so I'm shooting the low power bracket. It's a 24-inch range, heavy D6. It's a blast weapon.
Yeah.
So roll.
Yeah, roll the dice. So that is a flat 4 shots, and not bracketed, but he's moved because of the special rules. So it's low power. So it's is only on its low power.
Yeah, when you move it. When you move, you shoot low power. My ballistic skill was still 4+.
Yeah. So 4's to hit. It's 2 hits. That's statistical. And then strength
is 8.
Strength is 8. So still 2's to wound. That's 2 wounds, and
D3.
Hate to think what the AP minus is.
AP -2.
So I get my save. So I'm going to do this one at a time. So first save, yes, courage and honour. And then the next one, no, I rolled a 1. So D3 damage.
Whoops.
Oh, that's a bit overkill. That's a 6. So one of the other Marines is gone. Casualties on 4. I mean, what is going on here? Like, Phil is trying to be tactical, but overkill. Phil, explain what's going on here.
I need to clear this squad.
Okay.
So I can at least have killed 2 squads.
This lonely Space Marine, anonymous Space Marine, is going to be succumbed to something that is quite horrible.
The Overlord's going to shoot the Arrow of Infinity at the Space Marine.
Okay. The Arrow of Infinity.
The Arrow of Infinity.
Can you please explain the stats to us?
It's a lovely, it's an advanced Techion weapon, and it has a range of 120 inches.
120, did you hear that?
It's 120 inches.
Yeah.
That's assault
That's definitely in range, yeah.
You can only shoot once per battle, because it's an arrow.
Yeah.
It's strength 16.
16?
It's AP -5, and it's straight 6 damage.
Okay, so let's see if this weapon can
So
hit.
I've got a ballistic skill of 2+, so on a 2 it will hit.
He's spending the command point to reroll.
As you can imagine.
Don't get a 1. Oh, we almost hit. Don't get a 1 again.
I can reroll my wounds.
You can reroll your wounds.
Well, I'm not going to chance it. I'm going to spend 1 command point for techno-oracular targeting.
Okay.
Which means
overkill.
It hits automatically wounds.
I spent hours painting that single model.
So it's auto wound.
A few years ago.
6 damage.
So you just do it automatically?
Auto wound.
Oh, auto wound, 6 damage.
Techno-oracular targeting.
Okay, I think you just neutralise that threat there.
2 command points.
2 command points.
A relic. It cost me a relic. 2 command points. One per battle shot.
Just to kill a specialist battle brother. Okay, well, in the narrative, the Space Marines are elite of the elite. But it took a planet killer, pretty much equivalent, to destroy a single battle brother. So
crazy.
It's crazy. It's 40k. We love a bit of overkill in our games. So we're going to carry on. And that's important because now the amount of units that have been destroyed is equal. So that's why he's done that. This Necron warrior unit is going to split its fire. So how many is shooting into this Patreon Primaris unit?
Standing on the one here, he's going to shoot.
Slid off the objective, so he's going to go over to there. So that's 3 of the warriors are going to shoot into these. And then the rest of the firepower that can see visibly are going to shoot into this combat squad. Combat squad number 5. So Phil's just getting his dice out ready and brace for impact. So here we go. So this is it just a lonely warrior?
Lone warrior firing his Gauss flare.
Yeah.
Range.
Oh, there's only one's going to shoot.
one. This one.
Just one into there, and that's it. It's just one that can see. So it's a hit, yeah, and forced wound. That's a wound. No cover, so
AP
it's
minus
one. I've taken a wound on Brother Sharp. Brother Sharp. And I rolled a 2. Brother Sharp has fallen. But does he get to fire back? I'll roll a 4+ because of the Company Ancient. He does. And do you know what he's going to do? He's going to fire you back. So, needing a 3+, no modifiers. So only one hit. Strength 4. And 2 is a failure. So he has been brought down. No! Brother, help me! 3 Gauls Flares and 3 Gauls Reapers are going to shoot into this combat squad.
These are the flares?
Yep. That's only one hit. Strength
4.
4. Okay. Oh, you rolled a 4 to hit anyway, so fine. So that's -1 to hit because of the cover. So -1, isn't it?
-1.
Yep. So a 4+ save, and it's a save. I rolled a 6. Assault 2. So hold on to your comments.
We only just read it.
We only just read it, so we're going to rectify it now. So needing it's foliage, so it's -1 to the hit rolls. So taking away 2 of those, 3 of those. Flip. There's only 1 hit at strength 5, and that is a wound. AP -2. Roll a 5+. No, takes a wound. What's the damage input?
1.
Just 1 damage. So a brother has taken. The Royal Warden is going to fire rapid fire into the same squad.
This is your 3+.
Yep. So here we go. -1 to hit rolls because of the foliage.
So
they're 3 hits. Yeah, that's fine. And strength 5. You re-roll one of the dice because of the dynasty. Ooh. And only 1 wound.
It's AP -2.
AP -2.
2 damage.
That's a 4. So one of the other Marines brought down.
That's good.
Okay, the Doomstalker's changed targets and he's going to shoot at exactly the same squad. So there is 4 in them, so it's just a flat D3. D6 shots. So it's 4 shots coming in. And needing a...
It's high power, so it's strength 10.
Strength 10, okay. So that's 3 hits. He's got to roll the strength of the weapon now.
Is that I can re-roll one?
No, that's to roll to hit, isn't it? You rolled however...
Oh yes, sorry,
that's alright.
Sorry, 3.
So 3 have hit.
3 hits.
3 hits, so that one goes away. Here we go.
Now it's wound.
Now it's to roll to wound.
10.
Yeah, strength 10. Yep, re-rolling one of them because the dynasty and the AP minus, I hate to think.
AP -5.
AP -5, so do D6 damage at a time, so 2 wounds apiece. The first one dies, second one dies, and the next one just dies. So it's these ones here. I'm going to keep the sergeant alive, so he's got a power sword, so that could be quite useful. Now he's not in the foliage anymore, he's in the terrain, so it's just normal shooting for the purposes of...
the gas cannon, 3 shots.
Dash rolling.
Maybe 3. Okay, but its skill's 2+.
But it's skill 2+, yeah, it's still going to hit. Yeah, they're all hit.
It's a strength 6, AP -3.
Okay, so 3's to wound. And that's 3 wounds, AP -3, 3 saves, 6+. And no, he's been brought down. So that's another squad destroyed. Okay, so that's the conclusion of Necrons shooting phase turn 2. They've done some significant damage. Looks like there's 3 combat squads just blown away. So the ability to grab objectives has been severely reduced for the Ultramarines, which is a great shame. because the Ultramarines only care about one thing in the 41st millennium, and that is winning and purging its enemies. But it's going to be harder. It's going to be harder to try and fulfill these objectives as the battle has really got going in battle round turn 2. So we're going to go straight on to the assault phase. Any charges to declare?
The Catacomb Command Barn's going to charge.
Yep.
The Lord's going to charge.
Yep.
And these are going to charge.
Yep, that's fine, just to try and slow them down. So, and try and destroy them, of course. So, who are you going to do first?
Him?
Yep, so roll your dice to see how far he goes with 2 dice. He's definitely 11. In on the roll of an 11. So, where are you thinking of going with the commander?
I'd like to go through there into that behind there.
Yep, that's fine. So you can do that. So Phil will do that.
Will it fit through? Does it count?
It will fit through there. Lovely. And the Christmas tree has fallen down. And then the Catacomb Command Barge as well was 6, so he's in as well. And of course, with the Necron Warriors, they'll get to charge as well. Yeah. And that's a 6, so they will make it as well. So the Necrons have piled in to this jump pack unit here, the Inceptors. They could be in a bit of trouble with those characters. So we're going to go straight onto the close combat phase, turn 2 for the Necrons. Okay, the attacks are coming in now against the Inceptors. You're going to do the
Void Blade.
Void Blade. That's on this
Catacomb Command Barge.
Catacomb Command Barge there. So I'll roll weapon skill 2+. And all but 1. And strength
is 6.
Toughness 5.
Sorry, strength 5.
Strength
No, Void Blade is strength user. Sorry, yeah, strength 5.
So it's toughness 5. It's only force to wound. Thanks to its toughness.
Reroll.
Reroll because the dynasty trait. So 3 go through. What's the damage?
It is Void Blade is minus. There's AP -3, damage 1.
Damage 1. Okay, so we could survive this. Rolls of 6+. None. So a model has gone down. So we're going to do this one here. This will be gone. Okay, the Overlord with the Hyperphase Glaive. The stats are going to be revealed as well.
They are obviously it's 2+ to hit. Its strength is 7, AP -3, D3 damage.
Okay, right.
And it's 4 attacks.
4 attack space. Okay, here we go. Missed 1. And strength
is 7.
Strength 7, so 3's to wound with this one. And that goes through AP -3. AP -3. So I need 6s to save. None? No, none go through.
It's D3 damage.
So it's D3 damage a time. So first model is dead. Second model is alive. And next model is dead. So there's 2 whole models that have been brought down. Just the Sergeant remains. So he's just rolled off camera. Necron Warrior. He's missed. For that there. Any other attacks? So you...
Got a Scarab sitting there.
Scarab sitting there. So they're going to do their attacks. They're going to do the 3-inch piling now. For there. Scarab scuttling and surrounding.
Brother, help me. I'm in trouble. Emperor, bless me and protect me against the foul Xenos.
Okay. Put him in, looking at it from a different angle. Phil's going to roll his dice. Number of attacks.
4+ to hit.
4+ to hit. Now 6s are auto wounding. So 2 have auto wounded so far. We'll keep a note. So oh, those 6s, those 2 6s are taken away because they're auto hit. Auto wound, beg your pardon. Oh, is it in addition?
No,
is
it's
it?
not. It's automatically wounds.
Automatically wounds. Okay, so that's sorted. And then rolling to wound.
Strength 3.
Toughness 5. So needing 5s to wound, and that is an additional So that's 5 wounds in total. He's got 4 wounds remaining.
AP 0.
AP 0, so 3 up armour. And only takes a wound, so I'm going to keep that wound marker there. And he's alive still. So now I get to pick an attack. Now I've been charged at. So I'm going to try and hit the... I could take some wounds on this dude here. Yeah, because he can actually fly out of close combat. So I'm going to do that. Do as much damage as we can. So basis 3 attacks plus 1 for being an Adeptus Astartes being charged at against that model there. So needing 3s to hit. So 2 of hit and 2 wounds actually. Strength 4, toughness 5. So you got 3 up armour. And he takes a wound. Okay. So it's 1 wound on your Overlord. Has taken the wound.
No name Overlord.
No name Overlord. Remember, leave a comment, give him a name. Okay, that's in conclusion of this assault phase for the Necrons on turn 2. There's only 1 Inceptor left from that squad. That used to be a unit 6, which is sadly reduced to 1. But the good news is he is a fly keyword, so therefore he can just pull himself out of close combat, and therefore he can also shoot for being a Ultramarine. So there you go. So any victory points now that will be calculated will be revealed in the next segment. Okay, calculated victory. We forgot to mention that Phil at the beginning of his turn did get 10 points for the purposes of achieving primary objectives, which is at the start of battle round 2. Now he's got a point for each table quarter that he controls, so he can hold for this table corner and this table corner at the end of this turn. So the score, would you believe, is a stalemate at the moment. So it's 12 all, the victory points purposes. So 12 points to 12. But now it is the turn of the Ultramarines, and they really need to bring the fight to the enemy. So we're going to go into the new battle round for the Ultramarines. It is battle round 3, turn 3 for the Ultramarines. Okay, Phil has initiated Protocol of the Hungry Void, and he's gone to directive number 2. So each time a model in this unit makes a melee attack, if this unit made a charge, move, or was charged or performed a heroic intervention this turn, add 1 to the attack strength characteristic. Okay, so he's initiated this directive for the entire battle round for the Necrons. So we're going to go straight on to now the Ultramarines command phase, of which we've regained a command point. And furthermore, the tactical doctrine is still triggered. So until the next turn, it will be the assault doctrine for the rest of the entire game. I forgot to do morale actually for the Space Marines. So morale is fine for these because they only lost 1. And I've got to do morale check for this squad here. Now they've lost 4 Inceptors. So their sergeant's still alive. So here we go. So on a roll of 1, that's good. So morale holds for the Ultramarines. Okay, the movement phase has been concluded. On battle round 3, the Ultramarines must push forward to secure these objectives. Now, I will have the option to shooting at this individual here, who's a bit of a troll on this flank. I may actually, as he's exposed, I may get the Predator to destroy this unit here, and I think it'll be easier to bring him down as well, as he could be exposed. So we've done a victory points as well, and that's 5 victory points for securing this objective. Unfortunately, we've lost this objective here, sadly. So in summary, the movement phase, I've moved the Predator over to here because I think neutralizing this target here will be easier than this one here. Is it 4+ invuln or anything like that? Does it have any invuln? So Phil's going to check that out off camera. And so the movement over here, as we push forward to secure this objective, as we're a troops choice, so that trumps the HQ, so I have to push forward and to try and get rid of these objectives. Next, I've moved the intercessors forward and try and rapid fire and destroy this unit here. And the next thing we've moved forward is the company HQ, and as well as the chaplain. And the other thing as well is actually I'm going to move him back because I want to make sure he's within 6 inches of here. So I've moved the company captain forward in position there. The chaplain's gone forward as well. I had to spend a command point for recitation of focus, but that's still triggered, which is good. That's very, very important that happens. So the next thing we did was the ancient as well in support of the Hellblasters, and that's pretty much it with the amount of units left on the board. And I had to move the sergeant out of combat, which you can because he's a fly unit as well. So he's going to have a -1 to hit when shooting, but at least he gets to shoot nonetheless. So there you go. So that concludes the movement phase on turn 3, battle round 3 for the Ultramarines. And now it is time to do the shooting phase. Okay. Change your strategy. I'm going to take a risk here. I can see that Doomstalker. I keep forgetting the name. I will get these names one day. So to make narrative sense, I've turned the turret around. I'm going to split my fire. He's going to shoot into that character over there. So I'll pick up that dice later on. The twin las cannon into him. So let's see if we can get a victory point here. So it's forced to hit against this target here, and I hit with 1. And it's strength 9, and your toughness is 5. So it's 3s to wound. Do not roll a 1 or a 2. And I roll 5, and it's AP -3.
3 plus save.
3 plus save, so it's a 6 plus armor save. It rolls a 1, it's d6 damage, and a roll of a 5 or a 6. The target is neutralized. And that's a 3, and I've got no CP left. It's taken 3 wounds. Twin las cannon now.
5 wounds, so 2 left.
Yeah, so that's got 5 wounds. It's taken. It's got 2 wounds left. Now the Predator Annihilator with its sponsor weapon is going to target the Doomstalker. So needing 4s. I'll roll 1 hit and toughness 6, and that's a dreaded 1. No damage. So fail to do any damage with this unit here. Targets have been selected. The grav cannon, grav amplifier, is going to shoot into this overlord here, and then the bolt weapons are going to shoot into the warriors. So the bolt weapons first, needing 3s to hit. There's no rerolls because I'm out of the influence of the captain. And strength 4, toughness 4, so forced to wound. So that's 2 wounds, AP -1 because of tactical doctrine. So that's a pass, and 1 has been brought down. And then that concludes the shooting on that unit, so he gets his reanimation protocol. And he's been slain, so he's been taken off. And then now,
I'll put it here so remind me.
That's fine. So the grav cannon is going to shoot at -1 into him. Now you've got a 3 plus save, haven't you?
He has a 3 up. Sorry, he has a 4 up invuln save.
4 up invulnerable
3 plus save.
3 plus save. So it's going to be damage 2 as opposed to damage 1 because of grav weaponry. So needing 4s to hit because of the minus for movement. So it's 2 hits. Strength 5, toughness 5, forced to wound. That's a cock die. And that's 2 fails, so that's not going to do any damage. He's got away with that. Sergeant, he is going to shoot the Inceptor Sergeant. He's going to shoot at the warriors. -1 to hit because he pulled out a close combat. So needing 4 to hit, and he's within 6 within the influence of the captain. So that's 1, 2, 3. That's statistical.
Reroll. Oh, captain's wound.
Oh, sorry, beg your pardon. The captain is out of influence of the sergeant, and that's only 1 wound. So it's AP -2 because it was assault weapon, and he's gone, dead. And that's the conclusion of that shooting from that unit. A reanimation, he gets back up again. Chaplain, one of my patrons, Darren Gardner. He's represented as a chaplain today. He's going to shoot his plasma pistol. He's not going to supercharge, so needing a 3+ to hit. He's a chaplain. So he's a hit, and that is a wound. That's AP -3, plasma weaponry, bypasses the armour. And that concludes that shooting in that unit. Phil gets to reroll reanimation, and resurrection orb.
It's reroll.
No, it's a resurrection orb. It's a trait, because he's a warrior. And he's still brought down, and he's gone.
Dead.
And then the Volkite, Neo-Volkite pistol from another patron, Marcus Fraze. It's a special request from him. It's pistol 2, range 15. Rerolling ones. He's ballistic skill 2+ now. And that is a miss. He cannot reroll. And strength 5. It's a fail to wound. So it's 3 is a wound, but it's a normal save of AP -0. And it's a save, so that's fine. So no damage from the pistols. The champion is out of range, and the commander is out of range as well with his weaponry. I'm going to double check actually. Could see the overlord. Leighton, the captain. He can see this overlord, and he's in range as well. So he's going to fire his gauntlet, bolt storm gauntlet. So needing 2s to hit and rerolling the 1s. Hits all that. It's all full house. Strength 4, toughness 5, 5s to wound. That's a wound. No AP. So he's got +1 to his cover. So it's 2+ save. Yeah, it's fine. Next is we've got some target selections here and decisions to make. Okay, now I will be supercharging with this unit. All of them are in rapid fire range within 15, and we're going to try and destroy the Triarch destroyers. Triarch destroyers, what are they called again?
No, they're not Triarch.
They are. Find out the names. Got to get the names right for you viewers. Are they Triarch? They're not Triarch. We know that for sure.
Scorpec destroyers.
Scorpec destroyers.
Yeah.
The Scorpec destroyers. Okay. So the sergeant is going to fire his plasma incinerator first. So the first one. We're going to play recitation of focus on this unit. So 2 will be a hit. I forgot to mention that. I will re-roll this 1 here because of the captain, and don't roll a 1 again. So he hits. The next battle brother, needing 2s. He hits. Next battle brother. He hits. Next battle brother. He hits. And the next battle brother. Re-roll 1s to hit. He hits as well. So that's that squad there. So that's a full house, because these are 2 separate squads. Strength 8, toughness 5.
Yes.
So 3s to wound and re-rolling 1s to wound, and any rolls of a 6 is a further AP -1. So re-rolling the 1s. So that's 5 6s of AP -5. Actually, beg your pardon. That's AP -6. Because the nature of the weapon is AP -4.
Supercharged.
No, it's not supercharged. It's not that.
Oh.
It's AP minus 4 because of the nature of the weapon, and then you have further AP minus for being rapid fire, and a further AP minus for storm of fire.
Oh yes.
So the Brood Lord is at its match now. So these are AP minus 6 for there. So it easily bypass the armor there. So that's 5 of them. And then that's a failed. And then this here are AP minus 5 because of the doctrine. So that there is 2 damage each. So how many wounds they got each?
Oh, I don't know. 3.
3. So model, 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 and 2 wounds.
Where can I take it from? Does it matter?
It doesn't matter where you can take them from. So that's significant damage there, and that's only from 1 combat squad. Ouch. Reanimation time. So let's see how many I brought back. 1
model.
1 model comes back from that horrific damage. So the Hellblasters, the second combat squad, is going to fire at the Doomstalker. So I'm going to supercharge again, needing a 3+, because it's a separate unit. So that's hit. Next one. Rerolling once. There you go.
Yeah.
So that there. Next one. That's a hit. We're doing well for hits so far. That's another hit. And the last one is 1 miss. So that's almost a full house again. At strength 8, toughness 6, needing 3 to wound. And rerolling the 1s. Okay, so 2 of which are come at AP minus 6, and then this one here is a fail to wound. The rest are at AP minus 5. But he's got a 4+ in Vun anyway. But each time he fails, it's 2 damage against that unit there.
How many dice?
So in total, I've got 8 wounds. So Phil's going to roll here.
What's it? 4+.
4+ in Vun. So 6 damage goes through to that unit there. The model now has 3 wounds remaining from the conclusion of that unit firing. So the intercessors concentrating maximum firepower into the Necron warriors. Just a flat reroll, 3s to hit of 1. So any 1s are rerollable. So take away the assault. Oh, I've got loads of 2s here. That's not good. Not good. So these have hit. Now these are strength 4. And rerolling 1s to wounds. That's a good. That's a miss. So that's taken away. That's taken away. That's taken away. That was a 6. These 3 are at AP minus 3. And these 3 are at AP minus 2. So that's that unit completely destroyed over there. So the Necron warriors have been wiped out. Okay, I'm going to go into close combat. I've decided to charge because I think I could do more damage rather than sitting down and slogging the objective. So I'm going to charge with this combat squad over here. So here we go. And that is a 6. They make it into close combat. So we're going to go into here. Just this unit there. And being Adeptus Astartes, we'll do our attacks now, quickly on camera. So needing a 3+ to hit. And no rerolls. So that's Only 4 hits. Strength 4, toughness 6. 5's to wound. So that's 2 wounds. AP minus 0. And that is 2 saves. Yeah, so Space Marines on the charge, the normal Space Marines get 1 attack base and then +1 for being a Space Marine themselves. So now that they get to fight back. Okay, the Void Blade, he's hitting on 2s. He's got 5 attacks. So that's 4 hits. And Strength
6.
Strength 6, 3 to wound. All wounded. AP minus
3.
Minus 3. 6 up saves. None. So the damage input.
1 damage each.
So you kill 2 whole Marines. So 2 Marines have been brought down. Okay, that's the conclusion.
Could he have done them?
You can check the range actually. We'll check to see if within 3. What do you think, Phil? I think he's in 3, to be honest with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say he's in 3. So he's going to do a heroic intervention here. So we'll just do this for the gaming purposes. I charged because they're going to get shot at anyway, so I didn't think they were going to survive. So that's why I charged them over there. So 4 attacks, needing 2s. Strength 8, I'm presuming.
7.
Strength 7. Strength 7. And that's only 1 wound.
Can re-roll.
He can re-roll for his dynasty, and he does, as AP minus 3.
Base glaive, AP minus 3.
Nope, bypass the
D3.
armor, D3 damage at time. So it's going to kill a Marine. So that's a double 1. So I think that's that. Oh yes, we're going over to here. So he's taken 3 casualties over to here. So that's that there. That's the close combat done. And now we're going to do morale. So this battle brother here, leadership 8 because he's an Ultramarine. 6, that is not good. Combat attrition, he flees. He does know fear. So this Ultramarine has ran away. Not good. Morale for the Scorpec destroyers.
I lost 3 models.
Lost 3 models. That's a 5. And their leadership
10.
is 10. So they would be okay. Yeah, because they rolled on their leash of 8. So they are fine. The warriors have been destroyed, so there's no morale for them. The only morale test they have to make is, well, nothing really. They've been destroyed. This has taken significant damage here. We've destroyed a unit here, so keeping a tally of how many units we've destroyed fully, we've destroyed 1 whole unit there. The Hellblasters have been a real bane against the Necrons, especially against the close combat units over there. So they're keeping this unit here pinned over there as well. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go and calculate secondary objective points, which I think I have achieved 1 victory point for destroying a unit. That's that there, so it brings it to 1312, and I've kept a tally of how many units I've destroyed. So there's 1 for the Ultramarines, so it's 1. So the Necrons, if they destroy another unit, they'll bring it to a draw, which will negate 5 victory points. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go on to the next turn, which is turn 3 for the Necrons, battle round 3. Okay, the conclusion of the movement phase on turn 3 for the Necrons. Okay, we've just started the movement phase, and it's a big significant pivotal point of the battle. 15 victory points have been secured. There's a victory point here, so that's 5 victory points, 10 victory points, and another 5, bringing it to 15 victory points. So that there brings the total of how many points now for the Necrons? He's checking it now. He's checking it now.
27.
27 points to 12. It looks
17.
like to 17. So 27 points to 7.
Sorry, 18.
27 points to 18. Okay, so 27 points to 18. The Necrons are now winning, and the Ultramarines may have run out of steam unless we start using some action points to purge these objectives from the opponent's deployment zone. So, is there anything you've got to conclude in the command phase, Phil? Once we get this on camera.
Illuminatus has given these guys +1 strength.
+1 strength, okay.
Regained 1 wound living metal.
Yep.
Regained 1 wound on him for living metal.
Okay.
Living metal on here.
Yeah.
And 1 base of the scarabs. Regained a wound.
Regained a wound. Alright. So that's that conclude on the command phase. The Necrons are going to be doing some movement on the movement phase. Turn 3. Okay, the conclusion of the movement phase for the Necrons on turn 3. The Catacomb command barge has moved forward and in trying to engage the Predator Annihilator. So it looks like we are being enveloped on all sides, but courage and honour will be for this section here. The centre holds strong. So you just explain about what you've done.
Yeah.
So all these enhancements that he's given. So
the Hexmark Destroyer.
Yeah.
He's just moved forward to get onto the objective. Luminosaurus has moved forward to be on this objective.
Yeah.
The Immortals have moved through their maximum move to be within possible charge distance of the Hellblasters. The Doomstalker's not moved, staying there.
Within 3 inches of the objective.
However, Scorpic Destroyers moved and advanced 5 inches. They rolled 5 for an advance, and they're coming around as fast as they can to try and support this flank.
Now, here's the thing: do you want to purge this objective for the cost of an action? Because you're in my deployment zone.
Yeah, but he has to survive, doesn't he?
He has to survive to do it. He can't do certain things.
I'm going to do it.
He's going to do it. He's going to do an action, so he's going to place the action token on that objective. So an action is taking place now that he has secured this objective on my deployment zone. So we need to destroy that unit. That is a priority. Otherwise he'll get 5 victory points on top. So the Scarabs have formed a screen in protection of the character.
Royal Warden, who's
the Royal Warden, and this I'm presuming has stood still.
Stood
still.
The Overlord stood still on this objective.
To hold this objective here. And that's it. Okay, that's the end of the movement phase. We're going to go straight onto the shooting phase for the Necrons on turn 3. Okay, the Predator has been targeted. It's going to fire, what's the weapon?
The Gauss Cannon.
Gauss Cannon. Yep. Okay, needing 2s to hits. 2 hits have been taken. And strength for the weapon.
Strength is 6.
Strength 6, toughness 7 on the Predator. 11, so it's 4 wounds to get through. So 5 to wound. No damage.
I'll use my reroll.
He's going to use his reroll for his Dynasty.
No.
And it's still a fail. So that's the conclusion for this unit here. Royal Warden is going to take a pot shot against the Inceptor Sergeant. Okay, he has 4 shots, hitting on 3s.
Terrible.
Is he a Royal Warden or is he an amateur?
He's terrible.
So strength 5, toughness 5 for Gravis. That's a wound. AP minus
2.
AP minus 2, plus 1 for being an infantryman in cover. So 4+ save, and it's still a fail, and the damage input is...
Damage is 2.
2, so he's down to 1 wound remaining. He's got 2 gauze flares as well on the...
It's still 4+.
So it's 4s to hit still.
1 hit.
1 hit, and 4s to wounds. That's a wound, AP minus 1. 6, we don't care. We are Space Marines. Stalker He's going to shoot at the Hellblasters. And
Blast weapon.
so it's a blast weapon. Now these are in combat squads, so the minimum is 3. So on a D6, minimum 3, as full house, so it's 6 shots, and the ballistic skill has been
Still
nothing,
4+.
still the same, 4+. So here we go. So 3 hits have come through at strength 10.
Strength 10, AP minus 5.
2's to wound, against toughness 4. Oh, double 1 against CP, yeah. No, so it just goes through the armour, so it's D6 damage a time. So he's used his command reroll, and 1 has been brought down, and another 1 has been brought down. Now, they get to fire back. So I may as well supercharge, try and kill these guys here. So on a roll of 4+, plus is the Hellblasters get to fire back, and none of them get to fire back, and therefore 2 Hellblasters from the front squad, I'm presuming, you want to take out?
Yes, please. Yeah. Yeah, those.
Yeah, so they have been
those there.
destroyed.
Yeah.
Eldritch Lance is
all
going to
D3.
shoot into this sergeant here.
D3.
D3 shots. So it's 3 shots. It's getting the amounts of shots, which is good.
3+.
3 to hit. Oh, it's all hits.
It's AP minus 4.
AP minus 4, so he's got a roll to wound. Strength is
8.
So it's 3 to wound because toughness 5, and AP minus
4.
4 plus 1 for being in cover. So I need a double 6 to survive.
D6 damage.
For the Emperor. No, he's been destroyed. So that's the Sergeant Interceptor blown away. This mark is going to shoot into that Hellblaster squad.
6 shots.
6 shots.
Hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. Rerolling 1s.
Ones. All hit.
Strength 6.
Strength 6 against toughness 4. 3 to wound.
Rerollable.
So rerollable.
I'll try that again.
Try that again on the tail, and that's 5 wounds. AP minus is
AP minus 1.
AP minus 1.
For it.
So I take 2 wounds. So on a 4+, that Hellblaster gets to shoot. No. So another Hellblaster has been
because
destroyed.
he killed someone with a pistol, he
Yep.
gets to shoot again.
Gets to shoot again with
Wow,
a single
we'll
shot.
try that again.
Roll it
Can we
again.
ever do that again?
You
think?
could do. Yeah, do it
Will we
again.
ever try and get that in there again?
Yeah.
No. It's
On
a
a
hit.
roll of hit, yeah, that's a 5. And a roll of 4. And he's okay. Yeah, so the armour holds. So the casualties are 3. And there you go. The Doomstalker is going to take on the Predator. Different camera angle here, a little bit of a lower profile. Just to get a bit of cinematics here. So that
3.
there is a 3. Just 3 shots into the Predator.
4+.
Needing 4s, and it's a complete miss.
He's finally
It's
missed.
finally missed for the first time. They've been devastating in this game, but the first time this unit has missed. Okay, the Immortals are going to shoot into the, is it the single Hellblaster squad at the front?
Yeah.
That's taking damage. Okay, yeah. So he's going to try and neutralise them. So +1 to hit as well, because of, oh, is it the +1 to hit?
No.
No? Oh, it's +1 to strength, isn't it, when being attacked? Or something like that for your
Strength, yeah.
dynasty. Yeah. So 3s to hit. That's strength 5.
That's strength 6 now.
They're strength 6 now.
Because of the weapon is still strength 5.
Strength 5.
It's
Okay.
their actual models.
Models. Okay.
So 4s.
Strength 5, toughness 4, 3s to wound. There's a few fails.
I'll reroll one of them.
Reroll one of them because of his dynasty.
Yes, it came through.
Okay, so that's a
6.
total of how many wounds?
There's a total of, I can't find the 6 which rolled. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wounds.
8 wounds.
and they are
Courage.
AP -2.
Courage and honour. We march, Warhammer crack. So that's a model. That's a model, and another one has taken a wound. So I've got to do 2 dice rollers. Oh, they're dead anyway because you just destroyed them. So on 2 dice, please pass for the banner.
Yes.
1. So I got 1.
Shoot.
I'm going to rapid fire. I'm going to supercharge, and I'm going to try and kill him to stop scoring those points. So needing 3s to hit. No reroll 1s because of out of the influence of the captain now because of the amount of casualties. So that's 2 hits at strength 8, toughness 5, 3s to wound, and that is 2 wounds at AP -5.
3+ save.
That's bypass the armor, 2 damage a time.
5.
5.
He had 4. Yeah, so he's 4. So was left. He's still alive on 1.
You're still alive on 1.
Yeah.
1 wound remaining. Unbelievable. So actually, one of them was AP -6. Should we just kill him? No. Wind
Kill the
you
poor
up.
little gunslinger.
So they've been removed and that have been destroyed. Fortunately, all the patrons are still alive in this game, so which is good. That's the shooting concluded. Now straight on to the combat phase. The Catacomb command barge is going to charge into the Predator. No Overwatch available. 6 inches. That will do fine. So I will move that for you, Phil. Where would you like it here?
Yes, this is on the
Just
side.
there. Okay. So close combat has been triggered. Close combat over here. He needs 2s to hit. Oh, that's a few 1s in there. 2 1s,
Yeah.
but 3 of them have hit. And strength
5.
5. Was it strength 7? Did you say it's strength 7? Just 2 strength? No?
User strength 5.
User strength 5.
Oh, I make 1 additional attack with that weapon, so I should roll another dice.
Okay, roll additional dice. We'll do that again. So that's a hit as well. So it's 4 hits in total, and strength user.
Yeah, so
it's 5 to wound.
Whoa,
Okay.
3.
And it's AP minus,
Something. AP -3.
and damage input is
1.
1. Okay, so 6 is. I save 1, so 2 damage goes through. I'm on the lowest bracket now for this Predator. This Predator is in a bit of trouble. I've got 1 attack left with the Predator because it's been bracketed needing 6 to hit. It is 6. Oh, there you go. And then it's strength 6.
Ooh.
So it's a wound. And it's on a normal save. No AP minus, and it's a 4. So he's okay.
Yeah.
So it's a shame. The tank commander must have got his fist out and started punching him, but it didn't quite work out so well. So that's it. That's the conclusion of the Necrons on turn 3. We're going to calculate secondary objectives now that they have scored. Okay, in summary of the secondary objectives achieved on turn 4. Turn 3, beg your pardon. Turn 3.
Realised, look, you couldn't shoot.
You can't shoot. Oh, of course he can't shoot. No, you can't shoot. He's doing an action. Put him back. Put those.
But what did he do?
He killed a Hellblaster. Killed a Hellblaster. He passed his save, so he's still alive.
Yeah.
So it's only 1 victory point for the amount of units that he has killed.
Mine goes on table quarters.
Oh, he goes on to table quarters.
It doesn't change
okay,
that.
It doesn't change that.
Just that.
It's just this aspect here. So there's 6 Hellblasters left. And morale for that squad. He gets +1 for the banner and +1 for being an Ultramarine. Should be alright. And yes, a 3. So he passes the morale. So he'll power on. And we're going to go straight on to turn 4 for the Ultramarines. And it's a new battle round as well. So battle round 4 coming up. We are now on Assault Doctrine. Okay, in the beginning of Ultramarines battle round 4, turn 4, we have secured no primary objectives, which is not good because this here now is contested. There's no other objectives we've secured, so we're going to go straight onto the movement phase on turn 4 for the Ultramarines. Okay, the movement phase has been completed now on turn 4 for the Ultramarines. So to make things a little bit entertaining, we like to have some duels. So the captain, Dean Leighton, has decided to advance and engage this overlord. So a little bit of close combat brutality, and furthermore, being assault doctrine is a further AP-1 to that as well. So we've gained a command point for a new command phase. Now this intercessor squad has secured this centre, laying down some support fire to take out these Necron units holding these objectives. Maybe too little too late, but we'll find out nonetheless. So this Hellblaster that survived, he's going to try and rapid fire and destroy this unit here. He does have line of sight, and furthermore we have another Hellblaster squad going to take out those Immortals. Also the Lieutenant in support there, as well as the Ancient. The company champion has decided to take a duel for the Necron Lord over here, and is going to have a duel what he's a specialist at. And the Predator has decided to move back and is going to point blank range try and blast this unit here to oblivion. So there you go. So that's the conclusion of the movement phase for the Ultramarines. And now we're going to go straight on to the shooting phase for the 13th Legion. Okay, he has a crack grenade. So he's going to shoot into the Catacomb Command Barge. So he hits on a roll of 6, toughness 6, and a 1 is a miserable failure. It's a dud. Now the Predator. Point blank range, maximum firepower, needing 5 to hit against the Catacomb Command Barge. So that's a miserable failure. They're all missed. Not good. So it looks like close combat is going to be the answer to this. The Boltstorm Gauntlet from the Warlord, needing 2s. They've all hit. And 5s to wound, that's another wound, so 1 wound at AP-0. That's a 1, he takes a wound, ouch. The Chaplain, he's not going to supercharge, don't want to risk him dying. He's going to shoot at the Warden over here, so needing a 3 to hit, and he hits. And a 1 is unfortunately a failure. So that's the Chaplain. That's Darren Gardner, the patron. And then Marcus Fraze, the patron. He's going to shoot his Neo-Volkite pistol into the Immortals. So 2 shots. That is 2 hits because they're ballistic skill 2+ now, lieutenants. Strength 5. A good job he re-rolls ones to wound. Because he is a lieutenant. And that is 2 wound. That's 1 wound because they're toughness 5. 1 does go through. Normal AP of 6. Well, yeah, that's fine. Okay. There you go. Volkite pistols. Oh, never mind. Next is the Ancient. Now he is going to rapid fire into them. So 2 shots. That's only 1 hit. And that's a wound of AP-1 now. So onto a new doctrine, and he takes a wound. A mortal goes down. Resurrection Protocol 3. Nope, he has been brought down. Well done, Company Ancient. Next is the single Hellblaster. Now, I'm not going to supercharge because there's no point. All he needs is 1 wound. Strength doesn't matter. He's on 1 wound left. So rapid fire. That is a hit. Weighs 1 hit. And a 3 to kill him. This is AP minus 4 now. 6. Target is neutralized. Unless he has reanimation protocol.
No,
Does he,
no,
it doesn't.
He's got living metal. He hasn't even got that. Living metal. That's it.
No, he's gone. So the action, he's failed to achieve that objective, and that objective has been neutralized that the Necrons once held. So I'm not going to supercharge these. So there's 10 shots into the Immortals. They're toughness 6. Fortunately, we're strength 7 basic. So needing a 3 to hit, but there's no re-rolls to hit. But there's re-rolls 1s to wound though. So 3s. There's a few misses here. Those have hit. And it is 3s to kill, re-rolling 1s. So re-rolling the 1s because the Lieutenant. That's a pretty good dice roll actually. And that's full house. And that is 8 dead. They've taken heavy casualties now. Okay, there's 9 in that unit remaining, so 8 have been killed unless reanimation protocol has been done, and 4 now have died for that unit. So it's a good roll, good recovery against the Hellblasters. Okay, the intercessors. Here, they are going to shoot at the Scarabs, clearing the screen over here. So I'm going to do 9 dice at a time. So it's 18 shots, needing 3s to hit and re-rolling 1s. So re-rolling the 1s because the influence of the captain. So it's all but 1. And strength 3. So strength 4, toughness 3. So 3s will be kills. And no influence from the lieutenant. Yes, the lieutenant is near within 6. So that there is 6 wounds. So it's a base and a half. So they've got 4 wounds each. And I'm going to do that again. So just double check. Yep. So it's 9 again. So it's 18 in total. Reroll once because the captain generates a hit. Freeze to kill. Rerolling once. To take away the assault. And that is another 6 wounds. So it's a base and another base. So that's 3 bases that have been destroyed. Scarabs have reanimation.
12.
So there's 12.
That's 14 damage.
So 14 damage has been taken. So 14 dice.
Terrible.
Terrible.
3. No, not enough.
Not enough. So they have been destroyed. Those 3 bases. They'll never come back again. Tactical error. I forgot to do the recitation of focus, but it doesn't really matter. I won't go through that. It's a tactical error, but not to worry. That's for ranged weapons only. That's it. Yeah. So that's the shooting concluded. Now we're going to go straight into what Ultramarines love: close combat and glory. Captain Akaran, he is going to charge into this bit.
What does he need to charge through that?
He needs a 5.
Well, you go through that, do you?
Yeah, he can go through that. Yeah, because he's an infantry model.
Oh, right.
So need a 5 with 2 dice. And if fail, I have to spend a command point to reroll both the dice.
Oh yeah.
And that's a 9. So
impressive.
he's stuck in. So for honour and for glory. So I'm going to go over here. And then that's Dean Lighton, the Patreon. Darren Gardner, another patron. He's going to charge into the Scarab Swarm. So here we go. See what we get. Double 1. I'm going to spend a CP, last CP, to re-roll that using both dice. And that is a 3. That's a miserable failure. Darren! Darren! Oh no! That's a failure. Mission failed with the charge. I'm sorry to let you down, Darren. Is that Dean? Oh, so it's Darren Gardner.
Darren,
I'm sorry, Darren. I'm sorry to let you down, fellow comrade. Okay, Captain Akaran. He has got 5 attacks base, +1 for being a Space Marine, and he's going to use at -1 his Gauntlet. So here we go. Needing 3s to hit. That's a full house. They have all hit. This is strength 8. Strength 8.
Strength 5.
Strength 5.
Yeah.
Okay, so strength 5. So toughness 5.
Oh, toughness 5, yeah.
Yeah, toughness 5. So 3s to wound. And no reroll 1s. And that's pretty amazing, actually. So that's AP -4 because of the assault doctrine. But it's a flat 2 damage now for power fists.
4 up in Vol save.
Yeah, 4 up in vulnerable save. So each one that bypasses is a flat 2 damage.
Is it 5?
Yeah, 5 wounds, yeah.
Dead.
And that's 10 damage! Oh, Dean Lighton, you must be pleased. He has destroyed the character and has secured the objective. Praise the Emperor. Revenge of the Doomstalker? What's this? 2 command points. Does he want to fight back?
At the end, use this stratagem when a dynasty character unit from your army is destroyed by an enemy unit.
Okay,
Select
yes.
one friendly dynasty canoptic Doomstalker model from your army.
No!
At the end of your phase,
No!
that canoptic Doomstalker model can shoot as if it was your shooting phase.
No!
But it can only target that enemy unit,
No!
and only if that enemy unit is visible.
No! Free up in one! Gillilan, help me!
So it's not. That's the end of the phase.
End of the phase.
So after the fighting
So
phase.
we'll there's a little bit of a what do they do in the cinema? Like they have a cutscene. Like if it's like a movie that's lasted for like 3 hours.
Oh, intermission.
Intermission. That's the word. Intermission. There's going to be an intermission for this section. But anyway, that's all the close combat anyway. So you may as well just do that.
What about that?
Oh, there's. Oh yes, I forgot. The commander. He's going to let me charge. Do you want to Overwatch?
He has got a weapon. I hit on 6, don't I?
You hit on 6s, yeah.
I've got heavy 3.
He's letting me off. Let's
I don't know
see.
what sort of. No, I'm not going to do it.
I'm not going to do it.
I'll
Okay.
trade these.
Okay. Well, we're going to go for the charge,
Oh!
and that's a
I've got just something
5.
else.
Oh no! What's happened now?
This is the other one I was going to do.
Oh, stop!
This one.
No.
No, hang on. In any phase,
In any phase.
when a Necron's infantry or Necron's noble is destroyed, I can choose to roll 1d6 at the end of the phase. If I get 4+, he sets back up.
Oh, you want to do that? Oh,
That's at the end of the phase.
that's
as
the
well.
end of the phase as well. So
I'm gonna
stack
save
those
that.
cards.
Go.
Definitely an intermission going on here.
Go.
So I've rolled a 5. So the company champion is going in. Praise the Emperor. He's going in, and we'll check the stats and how many attacks he gets. Okay, the company champion, he has 5 attacks. Plus, he has a base of 4 attacks, +1 for being an Adeptus Astartes, and he has a master-crafted power sword. Now, power swords are +1 strength now. So strength 5, but he's hitting on 2s. And there's no rerolls. So those rules have changed. It's strength 5, +1 for the power sword. So it's toughness of 6. So it's only 1 wound. It's AP -3 on your Catacomb Command Barge. 1. So that's 2 damage. Now you get your quantum shielding on top of that. Quantum shielding? You should have quantum shielding.
Yeah. 5 up in Vol save.
Yeah, 5 up in one.
No, I'll roll that now, yeah?
Yeah. No, so that's a 3. So you take 2 damage on the Catacomb Command Barge.
Hitting on 2s.
So the Catacomb Command Barge has got 5 attacks. He's on 2s. He's missed with 2. And strength.
5.
5. So it's 3 to wound. So
Reroll.
2 wounds, rerolling 1 because of Dynasty. So there's only 2 wounds now. The damage is
AP minus 3.
AP minus 3. So I'm going to use my 5 up invuln / armor save because he's got a combat shield. So here we go. 5 up. Nope. So what's the damage input?
1.
1.
1.
It's a bit tame, isn't it?
Definitely chose the wrong weapon.
So, okay, still alive. That's a bit of a shocker to the system. And he's got 4 wounds, so he's only down to 2 wounds. He's still alive. Courage and honour, my fellow champion. Intermission over. Let's see if Akaran survives this onslaught. What have you got?
So, it's normal shot. It's D6 shots at him at high power.
Ridiculous. 3 shots. Oh, it is a separate phase.
3 shots. No, we'll leave it.
No, he's going to leave it. He's going to leave it. Okay.
Hitting on 4s.
Hitting on 4s. Oh,
1 hit.
1 hit only.
I'm going to play 1 command point for techno oracular targeting. It automatically wounds you.
Oh, what's the AP minus?
Five.
5.
AP minus 5.
Well, fortunately for us, we have the Sanctic Halo from the Primarch himself, Rabote Gelliman. He has a 3+ invulnerable save for his Sanctic Halo. Are you ready?
It's D6 damage.
Yeah, but he's got 7 wounds because he's a Gravis captain.
Yeah.
He is a captain of the Ultramarines, Guardians of the Temple, 2nd Company. Uh-oh. Here we go, here we go. There's a 3! He's done it! There's a 3! He lives! He's done it.
Okay.
That was a 4 or 3.
Yeah,
I choose the 3 because it's more calamitous. Good job I paid for that relic. That would have been D6 damage. Anything else you want to challenge?
I'll pay 1 point to do resurrection protocols.
Oh, he's coming back again.
So I need to roll the dice.
Do not fail.
4, 5 or 6. He gets set up back again, close to where he went off.
Yep. And he's back with how many wounds remaining?
D3 wounds.
D3. He's made it back, so we failed to
As
secure
close
that
as
objective.
possible to where they were destroyed, more than 1 inch away from any enemy model.
So it's going to go to there. So D3 wounds remaining.
Leave it as it was.
Leave it as it was.
3, yeah.
So
3
he's back
when
to
he died.
3 wounds remaining. Have to
He never
start
went away.
all over again.
And that's
So that's such a shame. Is that a once per battle for the Warlord? No, just does it over
any
and
infantry
over
noble
again. Yeah,
character. He is a noble.
fantastic. So great
Used up
cinematics
I
here.
used up my stash of command points and all that.
But I think, do you think this guy, this Patreon, deserves a battle honour for what he has done?
Let's see.
Let's see.
Because
in the comment
the
section
bottom
below.
part of the Revenger's Doomstalker says,
Yeah.
until the end of the battle, each time that a connected Doomstalker model makes an attack on that targets that enemy, I +1 to hit.
So he's going to tell
Hit you on
the
3s.
chapter command saying, I have destroyed the Overlord, only to realise that he's resurrected back.
Yeah.
So he hasn't fulfilled the objective. But great heroics, though, nonetheless,
Nice.
from the Gravis captain himself. Okay, 1 victory point has been secured for the Ultramarines. That is because of the secondary objective at the end of the turn. Failed to kill the Warlord, sadly. Could have got 2 victory points, but it's not to be. So we're going to continue on this epic fight. It is the Necrons, and it's their turn 4. Okay, 15 victory points have been secured. For the Necrons, I think for the Ultramarines it is too little and too late. So the victory points have been secured here, so that's 5 points, 10 points, and of course 15 victory points for the primary objectives at the beginning of the turn for the Necrons. So we're going to go on to the Necrons command phase as well as the movement phase on turn 4 for the Necrons. Okay, the conclusion of the Necrons command phase and movement phase on turn 4. So we're going to conclude this turn and see how many points they can rake in. But Phil, what have you done?
Living metal regained a wound on this. Yep. One of the last wound on this guy was regained.
Regained, yeah.
Here, a wound regained on him. Not much movement. Stayed still on the objective. The Immortals have gone through to try and attack the bane of the team. The Doomstalker stayed. The Destroyers have climbed over and got as far as they can. We may try a charge. Warden staying on the objective. Scarabs staying where they were, shielding him. No movement here, no movement here. Okay,
alright, that's the conclusion of the command and movement phase. We're going to go straight onto the shooting phase for the Necrons on turn 4. Doomstalker has selected a target.
The same target.
Again, he's going to shoot at
He now gets +1 to hit on him.
Oh.
Gets him on 3s.
It's one. Why did he get +1?
Because of Revenge of the Doomstalker.
Oh,
the bottom one.
There's Revenge of the Sith and there's Revenge of the Doomstalker.
He now hits only him or hits him on 3s.
Okay.
So D6 shots.
That's 2.
I'm going to spend it.
He's going to spend it this time.
Reroll.
And reroll. Oh, that's a 4. Okay. Shooting on 3s. Don't kill the Warlord. Survive under pain of.
He's gone to sleep. Look at what I've got. At least I've got
I defy you, heavy weaponry.
At least I got 1. Wounding on.
Strength 10, toughness 5. Let's choose to wound, yeah.
Right. Wounded.
3 up invulnerable save. Sanctic Halo. A relic given by the Primarch himself. And that's a 4. That's devastating, literally. For you, my friend. Royal Warden has selected a target and it's going to be against the Chaplain.
Rapid fire 2, so 4 shots, hitting on 3+.
Hitting on 3s. It's only 2 hits at strength.
Strength 5.
Strength 5, toughness 4. 2 wounds.
AP -2.
And he's got a 4+ invulnerable save because of the Rosarius. Here we go. 5 and a 6.
Save.
Holds. Good. Yeah. So the invulnerable save holds. The Illuminal, Xerus, he's going to shoot at the Lieutenant. So assault D3, he's just rolled a 5 for his weapon type.
Hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 3s. Statistical. At strength.
Strength 8.
Strength 8, toughness 4. So it's 2 for wound.
Ooh, I can reroll 1. Thank goodness. Oh! Illuminor Xerus. He's done.
Also have decided to shoot at the Indomitus Lieutenant, commanded by Marcus Fraze.
8 shots hitting on.
Fellow Patreon for many a month now.
8 shots hitting on 3s. Yeah.
Roll.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah.
6 hits.
6 hits.
Strength 5.
Strength 5. Toughness 4. 3s. So that's 4 wounds.
AP -2.
AP -2. Now I get a +1 save for being a Storm Shield. So it'll only be a 3+ save. So we'll take that. New rules for Storm Shields. And I only take 2 wounds. So he's down to 5 wounds remaining. He's down to 3 wounds remaining. Stalker has selected a target and he's going to hit the rear end of this poor predator.
D6 shots.
5. Not quite maximum firepower, but still firepower coming in nonetheless. Coming in hot.
Hitting on 4s.
Hitting on 4s, and that's 3 hits. Strength 10, toughness 7, 3's to wound. 2 have failed.
Reroll 1.
He's going to reroll because of the dynasty. No, that's AP minus 5.
Yes.
A 2 or more, you'll kill it.
D6.
D6 damage, and that's a 6. And it's
Does it
destroyed the predator. And does it explode? Oh dear, if it explodes, the champion could be in a bit of doo-doo. And he is in a bit of doo-doo. Oh no!
So it's the nameless Baron.
Oh, D3 mortal wounds. Oh, who should we do first?
Who rolls it, me or you?
You did it to me. I'll do it to you
Okay,
first. All right, this is the damage coming in. So I'll be polite. I'll do it myself first. So this is for the company champion. Please get a apothecary symbol, which makes narrative sense actually with the dice, because you want the apothecary symbol because there's less wounds involved. If it's an ultramarine, well, I'll pass on no comment really. So here we go. Apothecary symbol. No, it's the full house. No,
Dead.
I'm dead. No. Oh, now it's D3 mortal wounds
One.
on the Triac Destroyer, or whatever it's called. That's a 6. That's 3
down
mortal
to
wounds.
5.
It's down to 5.
Ouch.
So that's a big explosion there from the predator, but the predator has been destroyed, and you've assassinated a character, which means you've scored a point.
Assassinate.
Assassinate for the first time in the game. So he secured that point there. So the conclusion of the movement phase has done. Now we're going to go straight on to the charge phase.
He's going to charge here.
And try go to there. I've got no command points left, so I cannot overwatch, and he's going to get stuck in. So the close combat duel is coming up again.
Scarabs.
Yep.
We're going to try and charge the
Oh,
chaplain.
he's going to try and charge the chaplain. Okay.
Needing 6, I'd say. 5.5 to 6.
Okay, 5.5 to 6.
Nothing.
Oh, it's the snake eyes again.
But these are going to try and charge
Oh
the chaplain.
yeah, this is level 2.
They need an 8.
I need an 8. That's a 6.
I spend my last
He's going
command
to spend
point to reroll.
reroll both the dice, and that's a 7.
So close.
Not quite.
Let's just double check
Just
that.
double
Now
check.
he's got a 7.
Just going to double check.
7 takes it to there.
Yeah, it's not quite
Do you think? Within an inch?
within an inch. Yes, less than an inch.
Yeah.
So that is less than an inch technically. So they are in. I will grant you that. So they are in.
Over the wall.
Here we go.
I didn't use
So
the count.
it's good in a way. It's a good way to conclude this epic fight. So
Necron
pleased with
Warriors.
that. Yep. Who are you going to charge?
Him.
Oh.
Well, they shot at him, so him.
Oh. Okay. We'll bring it on. 7. That should be enough. Yes, they are in. So the close combat action is coming up to conclude this game. Captain Akaran is in combat with exactly the same unit again. Take 2. So here we go. He's going to check out the stats whilst we're waiting here.
Hyperface Glaive. It
Okay.
is a strength 7, AP minus 3, D3 damage.
Ooh, okay.
And he gets 5.
5 attacks.
5 attacks.
5 attacks. Okay, so
Sitting on 2s.
Okay, here we go. 2s. He hits with all 5. Strength 7, toughness 5.
Yeah.
So that's 3 to wound because of the gravis armor. So 4 wounds go
Reroll.
through. Rerolls because of the dynasty.
Gets
That's
in
a full
5
house.
wounds.
So we need
AP minus 3.
we need tactical, elite, devastator, and ultramarine symbols. Oh, What's the damage?
D3.
D3. It's not enough to kill him, but you could do some significant damage. I've got no command points left. So, yeah, roll the dice, see what damage you do.
D3 twice, yeah.
D3 twice. First one is 2 damage. The next one is 1. So, down to 4 wounds remaining on the Gravis Captain. So, the next charger goes next.
These.
Yep, so...
Pile in.
Yep, they can pile in 3 inches into there. Like that. So there's only 2 are probably going to make it. So you do your attacks for them. So what are you going to do first,
The
Phil?
Reap Blade.
The Reap
Hyperphase
Blade.
Reap Blade. It's got 3 attacks.
3 attacks.
And it's hitting on 3s.
So that's all of them.
All of them. It is
Hold on, Chaplain. Hold.
Strength 7.
Toughness 4. Freeze to wound. 1 fails.
Reroll.
Rerollable to the Dynasty. That's all of them.
AP -4.
AP -4.
AP -4.
The Chaplain says, who cares? Because I got a 4+ invulnerable save. Which passes... how's the damage?
3. Straight 3.
Oh, right into the guts! That's 6 damage, and he's got 4 wounds. The Chaplain is dead, and that's a Patron! Darren Gardner. Fellow Patreon. Oh no, these characters keep dying!
Assassinate.
And he's got Assassinate as well. Another character killed. Not good. Now it is the turn of another Patreon, Marcus Fraze. Oh dear me, it's not
2
good.
attacks each.
2 attacks.
So it's what? 8 attacks.
8 attacks.
Hitting on 3s.
Yep.
Oh, it's not very good.
It's not that good. It's below average. Strength.
Their strength 7 don't get. Their strength 6 because of the thing.
Yeah.
So strength 6.
So 3s to wound.
Reroll 1.
Reroll 1s.
Yep.
Now, a Storm Shield is a 2+ armor save for all 3. He passes easily. There. Now the Lieutenant will get to fight back.
And he's got to fight back here, don't forget.
And for his chapter. So, let's go to the Lieutenant. Stats. We found something interesting in the Lieutenant's stats. We couldn't find the entry for a Mastercrafted Power Sword. I've paid the points for Mastercrafted Power Sword. That was on the Battlescribe app. But I know you can have a Power Axe, Mastercrafted Power Axe, for Lieutenants because it's one of the Space Wolf characters. But we couldn't find the stats for the Mastercrafted Power Sword for the Lieutenant. But we presume that he's got one. I think it's probably FAQ'd. So he has a base of 5 attacks. Unfortunately, we know the stats for the weapon, so that's good. So he's a weapon skill of 2+, hitting on 2s. He misses 1. So this is strength 5. So 4s to wound.
I'm strength 6.
So
3.
that's 3, and that's AP -3, and a flat 2 damage a time. Yeah.
You're -3.
AP -3.
Oh, save 3+,
Sword,
so 6s.
So 6 is to save. You saved none, so 3 have been cut down.
And then reanimation.
And reanimation. He's
One
cut down 2 of them. Good stuff, my fellow patrons. 2. This is Dean Lighton's character.
Come on.
Main character here. Good Patreon. Now he is hitting on 3s because I'm going to be using the gauntlet. So 3s to hit. And that's all of them. No misses. And it's strength 8, double the strength. So hitting on 3s to wound. 2 1s. Oh, that's not good. That's AP -4 because of the assault doctrine.
4 up
And he's got a 4+ invulnerable save. And that's 4 damage.
He's dead again.
He's dead again. Why, praise the Emperor! Claimed a victory point for the chapter. Well done.
Units.
That's Dean Lighton, the patron. Well done for taking down that Necron character again. Again. So I've literally destroyed that unit. He's not coming back. Are you sure he's not
coming back this time?
He's not coming back this
time. He can't come back from that.
Okay. So
there's no command
he's
points
been
there.
squished. The Power Fist has crushed his skull once and for all and made light work of the Necron Lord. So he is dead. Officially dead. Right. Anything else to report? We've done the close combat attacks and we're going to wrap up the game because I think we cannot claim all these objectives on time. So I'm going to score some secondary objectives at the end of the turn and we will conclude the final count for this epic showdown. And what a debut it has been for the Ultramarines to take on the Necrons on the JB Wargamer 87 channel. If you've watched this entire video, thank you very much for watching. So it is the all-important, how do we know what the scores are? We're about to find out. We have the final score at the conclusion of Battle Round 4. So the final score is 30 points to the Ultramarines. And for the Necrons, it is 57 for the Necrons. Now we've added the 10 points because all the armies are fully painted and based. We've both agreed on that. So for objective points wise, we've done that. So that's the conclusion and total of the points on here. So the Necrons have won this battle once again. Just like the previous battle report, the Necrons are really, really tough and giving the Imperial a really good run for their money. So, that is the conclusion of this epic fight. We've played for a few hours for this epic show. There's been some heroic moments from the captain and from the characters. And the Necrons they are tough. Those anti-tank units are frightening there. So Phil, what is your unit of the game?
Well, I'm going to have to split it between both of these guys.
They're just them in general.
They did well.
So the unit, what are they called again? They are
the Doomstalkers.
Doomstalkers. The Doomstalkers have been absolutely fantastic for this particular battle report. They have been a menace to destroying infantry as well as vehicles. So absolutely superb unit to have, and the gorgeous sculpts the Games Workshop have done for them. The unit of the game for us, I'm going to give it to the Hellblasters. The Hellblasters have been a nightmare against the enemy units. They've withstood a lot of firepower, and they've delivered a lot of firepower back to the enemy. And their anti-tank capability with the Warlord trait, giving them an AP -6. We've never seen that before with plasma weaponry for the Ultramarine. So with that symbolisation of a synergy of the anti-tank AP-, it's fantastic stuff. So yeah, it's been an absolutely enjoyable game. Looking forward to the next episode. The next episode will be featuring the Cadian patrons. They'll be featured in the next battle report coming up very, very soon. So we're hopefully going to release battle reports at least one every week again. So to keep the channel flowing and to keep my patrons happy. So there you go. Thank you very much for watching. Again, thank you to all the patrons that are supporting me on the channel. I'm eternally grateful for your support, and also for my sponsors as well. And for those that are watching this video for the first time, thank you for viewing this channel and seeing this. If it's your first time, if you like this content, do consider hitting that like button, leave a comment below as to what your epic moment was, and of course subscribe for more content on the way. And if you want to support me further, Who would you want to join? The Cadian faction or that of the Ultramarines? Any donation, no matter how big or small, will be greatly appreciated, and it will keep this content going for your viewing pleasure. I'd like to thank Phil Marshall for joining us today. Thank you very much. It's a fantastic game, beautiful army that he's painted, and new units that I haven't fought against, which I've been looking forward to fighting against for a very, very long time. And well, it's good to be back. Good to be back, rolling dice, measurings, ranges, firing those plasma weaponries, bolt weaponries, and getting the Ultramarines on the channel, debuting for the first time. It is good stuff. We love our wargaming, and we love our armies, and we love you guys for supporting us, and we love you guys for viewing and taking a little bit of banter from us there. So there you go. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, happy wargaming.